wake up, it's Chris in the morning light. The morning light, a day starts right. Foothill news and a smile or two, with a dad joke fresh and the weather too. He's the voice of the hills, keeping it real. Local talk with hometown feel. So grab your coffee, don't hit snooze. It's Chris in the morning with your daily news.
What's that, Adam? Am I narcissistic for singing my own theme song? I don't know. Probably. Hey, good Thursday morning to you. It is June 18th, and it is right smack dab at the top of the hour. It is 6 a.m. here at FM 104.5, AM 950 KAHI. You know what it is. It is the voice of the foothills. Chris Quant with you here, holding it down in beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic, and very, very spacious Studio A, KAHI Studios, downtown Auburn, peering through the Venetian blinds at apparently what 88% humidity looks like right now. Good Lord have mercy. Did we get relocated to the tropics overnight? Wow. All right. Dew point, 56 right now. If those numbers mean something to you, it does feel humid out there. Fortunately, it's a little bit cooler, and might be a little bit cooler just overall today. But yeah, you know what? We'll check in with meteorologist Tim Root. We'll let Tim take care of it here in just a little bit to keep us updated on our weather forecasts. And again, if we're nice, he might let us know the next couple days, maybe what it's going to look like over the weekend. So Tim, hang on, fella. We got to get to some other stuff first, including if you're looking for a good piece of pie. And listen, who isn't looking for a good piece of pie? I know I'm looking for a good piece of pie. The number one pie shop in America. I'm taking guesses right now. You can send me your guess if you want. The number one pie shop in the whole United States, located right in our area. So if you're looking for the best pie in the U.S., literally from anywhere in the U.S., we got it right around here. And just another great thing to add to the foothills, and a great reason why we live here and why folks should visit here, and we are super excited about that. But before we get to all that, we are super excited about it being your birthday today. If today is your birthday, and shout out to my buddy Luke, whose birthday it is today. Is he listening to this? Probably not. But hey, Luke, if you happen to be hearing this, happy stinking birthday to you and to all my other listeners or friends or relatives or whatnot. A happy stinking birthday to you as well. Hope you have a fantastic day today. If you were born today, you share a birthday with one E.W. Scripps. American publisher, founded the E.W. Scripps Company. Born on this day in 1854. Jeanette MacDonald, American actress and singer, 1903. Bud Collyer, American actor and game show host, 1908. E.G. Marshall, American character actor, 1914. Richard Boone, American actor, 1917. Speaking of that business, Roger Ebert, American journalist, critic, and screenwriter. Very prominent for putting his thumbs up or his thumbs down. Born on this day in 1942. Also shares a birthday with Paul McCartney. Yes, that Paul McCartney. Just listed as an English singer-songwriter. We'll let you figure out what all Paul McCartney did. But yeah, he was born today along with Roger Ebert. 1942. Ooh, apparently this day in 1942 saw a lot of famous people being born. Richard Perry, American record producer, born on this day also in 1942. So shout out to the 1942 babies there. Let's see. Isabella Rossellini, Italian actress, 1952. And Blake Shelton, American singer-songwriter, 1976. So happy birthday to them, and happy birthday to you if today is your birthday. I hope you have a fantastic day. And perhaps on this day, if it's your birthday, you're looking for a dessert idea. Well, it's Cherry Tart Day. So if you are a fan of the tart things, then go ahead and go for it. It's also Picnic Day, or perhaps you're like my buddy Ian, who would be rather just be out fishing. It's National Go Fishing Day, dedicated to get people to step away from the daily grind, find a local body of water, and cast a line. So plenty of places to do that around here. Again, blessed with many, many bodies of water around here to go cast a line. It's also International Sushi Day, celebrating the evolution of the iconic Japanese dish originally developed in Tokyo during the Edo period as a portable, quick, sweet food of vinaigrette rice, raw fish, and grown to a massive $22 billion global industry. So International Sushi Day. Which reminds me, talking to my son yesterday over in Japan as he's wrapping things up here. My wife is super excited. We're into the single digits now of when he comes home. She's got the countdown timer going. She has been marking off the days on the calendar. So he was at school yesterday morning, so his morning is our evening, and so his morning the next day. So he's probably just getting ready. Son, go to bed. If you're still up, go to bed. It's late. He's just getting ready to get everything ready to come back. And I remember when we were getting him ready to go there, packing everything, when you're packing somebody for almost a year, been gone almost a year, it'll be probably about 10 months. Like you got to be strategic about it. We got the vacuum seal bag so he could compress everything down and take all the things. And we knew, and he carried some extra space because we knew he was going to bring some stuff back. But what he was going to bring back, we weren't 100% sure of. We just knew we wanted to give him extra space. Well, we were having the discussion yesterday evening as he's trying to figure out logistics of how to get stuff home, and he says, well, I'm probably going to have to leave stuff here. I just have to decide what I'm going to leave. And I was like, well, no, I mean, we'd love for you to be able to bring back, trust me, you're going to want to remember, you're not, the stuff that you've got that's been important to you. He's done archery, and so he has arrows. He has his arrows from the archery classes that he's been taking, full on the big long bows, those big old long bows with the targets that are very, very small that he's been able to hit now a few times. He's like, yeah, I've got my arrows, so I want to bring my arrows back, but I don't know if I can bring them back. I don't know if I can fit them in. I don't think I can fit them in the luggage. They're in a hard case, so I'm thinking about leaving them. And I'm like, you're really going to want to bring those. So we're looking at shipping rates. He's like, no, I think it's about $200 and some odd. I'm like, no way that it's that much money to ship a thing of arrows. And my wife was on we were all on the call. My wife's looking it up. She's like, Jordan, you were off by 30 cents of what it would cost. I was like, are you kidding me? So we're gonna try and figure out if he can stuff as much as that stuff. He got winter clothes. He got a really nice jacket while he was over there and some winter clothes. And I'm like, well, you got to bring that back. You can't bring these really cool clothes that you got over in Japan, a really nice coat, really nice jacket. You can't just ditch that and leave that behind. So we're trying to figure out logistics of how we can get as much of his stuff back home that he got while he was over there. And he said, am I really going to want to bring these arrows? I'm like, trust me, you're going to want to, he says, Dad, my wife said, she's like, tell him, hon, you're the sentimental one. Tell him how he's going to feel in 20 years. He might not miss the arrows now, but how's he going to feel in 20 years? And I said, well, in 20 years, your joints are going to hurt for no reason. You're going to injure yourself sleeping, and you're going to have to get up and go to the bathroom more in the morning. And my wife looked at me with that look that only a spouse can give another spouse and said, you know what I meant. I was like, all right. No, I think, son, that you'll want that. We'll figure out a way to get that home. So I think we might be starting a Kickstarter campaign to raise money to ship all of his stuff home. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're pretty excited. It seems like forever ago, way too long ago, and yet just the other day that we were packing them up to send them off, and now we're getting ready to get them back home, and couldn't be more excited to have one of the hatchlings back at the nest here and hear all about his adventures and everything that's going on. So, discussions, negotiations going on yesterday on how to pack all of this stuff and get it back home. Hey, it's also International Picnic Day. Let's get back from that side tangent here, get back onto what we were talking about. International Picnic Day. So if you're thinking about going out and having a little picnic, my gosh, I was out walking the other day, and some folks just posted up on a local patch of grass there and some shade, had a little blanket spread out, was just a little picnic there on the lawn. I was like, what a great idea. We need to do more of that. Just get out there and get to touch some grass. With all the digital things that we have going on, so many screens in our face, let's get out there and touch some grass. Global unstructured celebration encouraging outdoor dining. Traditional traces its roots back to the French Revolution era, when public parks were open to the general populace for the first time, later becoming formalized leisure ritual in Victorian England. And yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind thinking about this is when I was in France. Yeah, just remember those public spaces. People were just everywhere, everywhere, all around the Eiffel Tower, on the big old lawn out there, the Victorian Gardens there in Paris. It's a really, really cool thing. Grab yourself a baguette and some cheese and a little bit of meat there and just go out and have a little picnic. It's also National Splurge Day. Maybe a little bit of an excuse to buy that thing that might cost a little bit more. If you were listening, what was it, yesterday, day before yesterday, that thing that costs a little bit more might just be frozen yogurt. My gosh, $30. It was this bougie frozen yogurt, though I don't think you're going to be paying that much around here. But maybe you want to splurge on a little froyo today. Just feel a little fancy. Do that. And it's also, let's see, we were talking about National Dump the Pump Day. What in the world does that mean? Emphasizing public transportation, carpooling, or alternative transit to the highest economic savings and reduce traffic congestion. So if you can figure out another way to get around today, well, then do that. It's on this day in history, the War of 1812 begins. President James Madison officially signed the Declaration of War against Great Britain. What were the main triggers there? Well, British trade restrictions forced the forced recruitment of American sailors into the Royal Navy. Yeah, that could be a bit of a problem. And British support for Native American tribes fighting U.S. expansion. Speaking of battles, the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon Bonaparte suffered his definitive defeat in Belgium against Allied forces led by the Duke of Wellington and Field Marshal von Blücher. This crushing loss forced Napoleon's second and final abdication, effectively ending decades of recurrent European warfare. I've actually been to the fields there where the Battle of Waterloo took place, and it's just farmland now, and I feel like that's the best use of that land. Let's see, Churchill's finest hour speech happened on this day in 1940. British Prime Minister Winston Churchill delivered one of his most iconic radio addresses to the House of Commons, facing imminent German invasion, proclaiming, "Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say this was their finest hour." And in 1948, the birth of the LP, the long play, Columbia Records introduced the 33 1/3 RPM micro groove vinyl record at a press conference in New York. This revolutionary format allowed up to 20 minutes, there we go, of continuous audio per side, completely upending how long-form audio was produced and consumed. So there we go. If you didn't know, now you know. 12 minutes past the top of the hour, 6:12 a.m. All right, he's been waiting patiently. Meteorologist Tim Root. Timmy, how are we looking out there today?
Thursday weather forecast is calling for mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures will be warm, 83 to 89, and light southwest winds. Mid to upper 50s tonight, mostly clear skies and light winds will continue. There is a chance of a few rain showers Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the low 80s. And it'll be in the low 80s over the weekend with mostly sunny skies. This is meteorologist Tim Root from FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI.
Spring is in the air, and for a lot of us, so are the allergies. If you're tired of reaching for harsh medications, Sunrise Natural Foods has a better way to breathe easier, naturally. At Sunrise Natural Foods, you'll find a wide selection of natural allergy support, from herbal blends and plant-based tablets to gentle homeopathic remedies designed to relieve sneezing, congestion, itchy eyes, and more, without the unwanted side effects. Visit Sunrise Natural Foods today in Auburn and Roseville, or online at sunrisenaturalfoods.net.
13 minutes past the top of the hour, 6:13 a.m. Coming up in our next segment at the bottom of the hour. Well, no, actually, we've got, what do we have coming up here? We've got your Fox Business Report coming up here in just a little bit after this break. And we'll also have more events for the calendar. Then we've got sports ball coming up a little bit later on this hour. How did the Giants do playing against the Braves? Were they able to make up that game? We'll find out about that and more. New car playground, Carvana, upending how things are done when it comes to buying a car. And to be honest with you, I'm here for it. My wife, maybe not so much, but I am absolutely here for it. Dad jokes coming up next hour. You can send yours in now live at KAHI.com, LIVE at KAHI.com, or call 530-885-3565. Boston out of beer. These dang visitors, they drank it all. People in Boston are going like, wait, what? How did you guys go through all that beer? Who drank all the beer? Where did all the beer go? We'll talk about that. 3 headlines and a lie today since it's Thursday. Also, Mary Jane Pop is going to be here, 8 o'clock hour. Well, she'll be on the phone. No, it's not Friday, but we're moving her up a day because we'll be off tomorrow. Stay tuned. Lots more coming up. Back right after this.
This is Stephen Hill. Catch Hearts of Space, Sunday nights at 8, here on the all-new FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI. The same voice of the foothills, more powerful than ever.
I'm Jerry Willis, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Kroger says its sales held up better than expected in the recent quarter, topping business from a year ago, and Kroger is standing by its forecast for the year. Kroger's shares are narrowly higher. Stock futures are higher, and crude oil prices have retreated after President Trump signed an agreement to wind down the Iran conflict. Brent crude, the global benchmark, is at $78 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate has retreated to $75. AAA's national average for gasoline has dropped below $4 a gallon to $3.99. Investors are bracing for a less predictable Federal Reserve. New Fed Chair Kevin Warsh pulled back from signaling possible moves on interest rates, and now traders are signaling they believe there could be an interest rate hike in September. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me, too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really easy to get, and it's easy to use.
I definitely will. Thanks.
Naloxone saves lives. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
17 minutes past the top of the hour, 6:17 a.m. Let's talk about another event for the calendar. We're talking about the A-Town Classic. That is happening this weekend on Saturday on the 20th here. Saturday, June 20th from 4 to 10 p.m. So in the evening out there, experience the Gold Country Classic here in Old Town Auburn. Vintage vendors, artesian vendors, slalom skate competition, choppers. It's motorcycles, by the way. Live music, family fun activities, food, brews, and a whole lot more. The A-Town Classic. Experience Gold Country culture with a slalom skate competition, vintage and artesian vendors, choppers, beer garden food, and a whole lot more. That is happening in Old Town Auburn. The A-Town Classic. Basically, they put, there's a time. Listen, it's a time to just get out, say hey to everybody, see your friends. Maybe grab some nice food to drink, maybe a beer to drink, something like that. And then they have these cones that they then slalom through. These skaters start at the top of the hill, up kind of near Point Choice up there, and then they slalom down to the bottom of the hill. And it's actually a lot of fun. Very cool to see the. It takes some skill. Let's just say that, especially if you're going to be slaloming through these little cones, see who can do it the fastest. So it's a great excuse to get out, be walking around town there in Old Town Auburn. You want to find out more, you can go to exploreauburnca.com. That's exploreauburnca.com. Back with more after this.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder. Thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
19 minutes past the top of the hour, 6:19 a.m. Coming up at our next segment at the bottom of the hour. That's right, Sports Ball. How'd the Giants do? Did they do the makeup game? Because since it was suspended the day before, we'll see. Maybe we have a couple of updates here for you from them. Also, when they're going to be playing again, spoiler alert, it's this afternoon. Stay tuned. Back with Sports Ball after this.
See my mountain friend.
No, the Blue Ridge sitting right here. I straddle them like an Adonis. And that may be the only time you hear the word Adonis used in reference to your humble host. You know, Bob, okay. You thought I was done with Bob. I wasn't done with Bob because Bob had I think he had another thing to say, and I'll get into investigating this attack, school bus, whatever. But he did make me triggered a thought that I think is a salient one for us to masticate this morning. And it is, what do we foresee? What can we portend on whatever America's role in resolving the battles between Russia and Ukraine from this 14-point plan and the situation in Jerusalem, in Tehran, in Washington? What does it show us about if there's going to be an accord that the U.S. government is going to play a role in? What is that going to look like? And I've been thinking about it ever since I realized Bob wasn't still on the line with us. But, you know, and he's got a phone. He knows how to get to us. Apologies. I didn't realize we were going to cut you off when we had to get the news out into the radio. But you look at the situation, and the U.S. has played kind of hands-off lately with this. This has been a G7 thing. Zelensky hugging and canoodling and spooning with Keir Starmer at the G7. I don't know who's more embattled in his home country. Thinking of that embrace, I mean, it was way more than a couple of bras. Some frat bras. This was a hug of like, hey, I'm in bigger trouble back in my country than you are in yours, and yours has been invaded by someone. I guess you could make the case that Britain's had their own invasion as well, and a big part of pulling the keystone out of this arch of radical Islamism is going to be taking away the muscle behind this idea that radicalism can come into your country and make you change the way your country operates in order to suit them. And this was the point I was making about the Old Testament and things that used to be religious law, social law driven by religious text, that were moved to the shelf of perspective building history, maybe, but not enacted as code of a community. A free society has to allow for other religious beliefs, other ways of doing things, and a civil society has to establish a justice system that protects the rights of the citizen from usurpation by others simply because they disagree or don't follow the same religious belief. You can believe anything you want. You can't kill somebody because of it, for example. There's an extreme one there. But what do we learn? What do we infer the deal that will eventually have to happen in between Russia and Ukraine look like? I know a lot of folks, if they're looking at this, saying, well, Ukraine is screwed. But what does this leave the world community as well? Russia basically said, hey, screw you all to the world community. Russia is far more the Iranians in this than the Ukrainians are. All the Ukrainians, the corruption runs deeper than the word Burisma. it's going to have to be a lot more. And I have a feeling, looking at this, it's not going to be all the things that the Ukrainians want it to be. Tim Carney is on with us from the American Enterprise Institute, and Family Unfriendly is the name of his new book, talking about how society has kind of waged a jihad against the family. Tim, is it particularly, is it less so in religious communities where families are being downplayed?
It's happening to religious people less, but it's still happening. It's happening to wealthy people and poor people and middle class people. That there probably was a cultural factor to this. And so when I say our culture makes raising kids much harder than it needs to be, I mean it on a lot of levels. I mean, it throws roadblocks in the way of parents. It doesn't support parents as much as it needs to. And it also sends out the wrong messages through things like social media and mass media that makes young adults less interested in getting married and starting a family.
I think I remember talking to you when you did your community book, and I think you were a guest on the program, because I felt like this was how the Marxists were going to turn us against each other. And we had seen a lot of it in Charlottesville with the riots in 2017. People who knew each other thought, well, you must be a fascist, or you must be even though they knew each other. And we needed to do a better job of knowing one another. And I think you're right about this idea that it's not a flaw, it's a feature. It's this war on the family. Does it go as far back? I go back to the Paul Ehrlich population bomb stuff. Is this like a passive aggressive way of dealing with this, quote, population bomb, just convince people to have fewer kids?
Yeah, I mean, it was shocking how quickly Paul Ehrlich, so he was a bug scientist. A lot of people don't know that. And then he was writing about insects, about butterflies and butterfly populations. And he looked around and he decided, he once took a trip to India and he brought his family. And there were just so many people, as he writes in his book, people. But he meant that as a curse word. There were people begging for money and that sort of thing. And he said all these people meeting in the streets, and they were talking and they were eating and they were drinking. And this was the vision of hell to Paul Ehrlich. And so he wrote this book, The Population Bomb, in 1968, and it instantly became an absolute phenomenon. He won every prize in the world. He went on Johnny Carson 20 times. He testified to every committee in Congress. And it was all basically wrong, obviously. Yeah. The population grew and we didn't starve as he predicted. But you got to ask, why did it sink in so well? Why were people so ready instantly to believe that there were too many of us? Wow. And that's Tim, and we're going to peel that apart too. I'm glad you can hang out with us this morning. The book is titled Family Unfriendly, and of course he's written about this before. You find him at the American Enterprise Institute, but on Amazon is where you can get his book as well.
In a study, it was found that 33% of 44 herbal supplements had no trace of the advertised herb. Don't let that happen to you. Hi, this is Dr. Mitch. If you want to ensure quality, please go to totalwellness.com. Supplements made for physicians, only now available to you too. totalwellness.com, helping you to look good, feel good, and enjoy total wellness.
Would your car perform better with premium gas or regular? What do octane ratings mean? I'm Ron Ananian, the Car Doctor, your automotive prescription, right after this.
Increase fuel economy up to 7.9% with Hot Shot Secret Gasoline Extreme, the solution to maximize your engine's performance and fuel economy. Whether you're driving a sports car or a daily commuter, Gasoline Extreme is specially formulated with PEA to deep clean. Don't settle for an average driving experience. Upgrade to Hot Shot Secret Gasoline Extreme and go further on each tank. Order now on Amazon or HotShotSecret.com. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
Today's modern vehicle, whether it's a car, SUV, or light truck, is designed with a specific fuel in mind. Read your owner's manual. What octane rating does the vehicle manufacturer call for? That's what you should use. But there are exceptions to the rule. Many high-end or luxury vehicles call for premium or higher octane fuel. And the reason for this is not just due to the octane rating. There are better fuel system cleaners in premium fuels. Gasoline companies know too that vehicles that run on premium won't perform as well with carbon deposits. So they pack more cleaning power into their premium fuels than their regular blend. If you rotate your fuel choices around, say, every third tank full, you may find better performance and miles per gallon because you are cleaning your engine and fuel system while you drive. Just don't tell your mechanic you're trying to replace them anytime soon. With your automotive prescription, I'm Ron Ananian, the Car Doctor. See you next time.
And good Thursday morning to you. It is June 18th. It is 30 minutes past the top of the hour, 6:30 a.m. And hey, good morning to you, Placerville. Currently 60 degrees right now, looking for a high today of 82 degrees. All right, there's the sports ball music. Let's get right into it. We are starting in the MLB. Well, the Giants had a makeup game to do yesterday since their game was suspended from, what was that, Tuesday? So they finished that game. Giants win that one 7-2 over the Braves. So we will take the W there. And then they had some extra work to do as they had their regular game to play yesterday. Apparently the Giants, just like that perfect number 7, because they kept that rolling into game 2, winning that over the Braves 7-5. Here's what it sounded like from the ballpark.
Eldridge out to center field. All the way back, Dubon, and he'll jump. It is gone.
Man, gets a 2-2 heater, and we just talk about how strong he can be.
Eldridge goes yard. That makes it 5-0 at that point. Giants win that one again, 7-5 over the Braves. So 2 W's there. We'll take that. That final game of that series is going to be played today, and that is going to be again at 4:15 this afternoon. So Giants versus the Braves, 4:15 this afternoon. You can check out all of the action here on KAHI. Again, wrapping up 3-game series there. Maybe sweep them. Let's just say it now. Other scores around the MLB yesterday: Yankees over the White Sox 10-5. Blue Jays fly away with a win over the Red Sox 3-0. D-backs and the Angels, Diamondbacks win that one 8-1. Dodgers and the Rays, Dodgers win that one 5-4. Padres over the Cardinals 6-1. Astros over the Tigers 4-2. Royals over the Nationals 6-2. Did the A's play? Where did the A's did play? Oh, when they're playing out in West Sac. Pirates win that one. Pirates win over the A's there 12-4. We'll be back with your KAHI weather right after this.
What keeps you up at night? Is it the mysteries of the universe, the secrets of history, or maybe the stories no one else dares to tell? I'm Frank Morano, and I invite you to discover The Other Side of Midnight, where curiosity never sleeps. From the fascinating to the forbidden, we tackle it all. Catch the conversation weeknights from 2 to 6 a.m. right here on the Voice of the Foothills, FM 104.5 and AM 950. KAHI, the night is alive. Join us.
Thursday weather forecast is calling for mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures will be warm, 83 to 89, and light southwest winds. Mid to upper 50s tonight, mostly clear skies and light winds will continue. There is a chance of a few rain showers Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the low 80s. And it'll be in the low 80s over the weekend with mostly sunny skies. This is meteorologist Tim Root from FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI.
Hey there, KAHI listeners. Producer Adam here to remind you to listen to Chris in the Morning, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Get all the local news, weather, traffic, interviews, and local event reminders you can handle, plus a healthy dose of daily dad jokes. Chris in the Morning, 6 to 9 a.m. here on FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI, the voice of the foothills. I never miss it, and neither should you. My goodness, it's early.
It is that 33 minutes past the top of the hour, 6:33 a.m. Coming up in our next segment, we'll have your KAHI news. We'll have more events for the calendar. Also, your California Ag Report coming up next hour. As producer Adam said, your daily dad jokes, you can send those in now live at KAHI.com or call 530-885-3565. Also, next hour, they drunk them dry. This group went into Boston and said, we'll take all the beer. Who is that? We'll talk about that. Heads up, it's World Cup related. Also, it's Thursday, which means 3 headlines and a lie. We've got 4 headlines, 3 absolutely true, 1 absolutely fake news. Your job, dear listener, is to guess which one is the fake one. And Mary Jane Pop will be calling in the 8 o'clock hour. Looking forward to chatting with Mary Jane. Back with more after this.
Inhumanity to other humans has been around for a while, and we always want somebody else's stuff. And it's why countries invade other countries. I don't care what geopolitical claptrap they throw out there. Countries invade other countries because they think there'll be benefit to having their stuff, whether it's portage, whether it's access to a mountain pass, whether it's access to more fertile soil or more rare earth minerals. This is the challenge of modern humanity, is that everyone wants something the other guy has. And one of the reasons I think Trump has been such a change maker as U.S. president is that he gets that. He gets the idea that we can all get something we're happy with, even if we don't get exactly what we want. I mean, classically, would he like to be able to build a building for free and then charge rent for it? Sure, but you're not going to get that. So you come up with the best solution. And capitalism is that. Capitalism is, it's on you. And there are too many people who have been gaslighted so badly that they just don't believe it. Now, if nothing else, you and I, we should be evangelists for the idea of yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I know that tomorrow they're supposed to be opening the You Didn't Build That library. I find there's great irony in the guy who said, well, you didn't build that. It hasn't paid any of the people who did build that in his presidential library. The 14-point deal. This email from Jerry, who said, I think you're right. An international coalition to oversee the Strait of Hormuz should be important. But didn't you report to us a couple of weeks ago that there was a pipeline being built to bypass the port? Yeah. I don't know how big it is, but I believe it was the Emirates, United Arab Emirates, had said that they were at least halfway, and at the pace they were going, they're probably 3/4 of the way finished building a pipeline that they claimed would bypass this Strait of Hormuz. We were talking about, I think they said on average 60 ships a day pass through the Strait of Hormuz on a normal day. That's a lot of oil. That's a lot of oil to go through there. And there are people who are like, well, then doesn't that give the United Arab Emirates control over the world's oil? Of course they do. There's always it's about somebody's got something you want. This was the whole point of energy independence here in the United States, wasn't it? If the excrement hit the air handler, we would have our own oil. But given our participation in a commodities market, treaties, etc., insist that we sell our oil back to ourselves, and I'm bad, Joe. I'm ardently one of those people that hates the idea of referring to things that go on in America as the United States did this. No, people within the United States were free to do these things. We didn't invent the light bulb. We had a marketplace that allowed Thomas Edison to not invent the light bulb 1,000 some odd times before he finally did. And then we had to figure out how to get the electricity to your damn house. That's where he cronied up and Tesla couldn't, get his idea off the ground. And then, once they killed the elephant on camera, that was it. Johnny barred the door. But, it's AC or it's DC, 220, 221, whatever it takes. Let me get to you before we go back to Tim Carney, and Family Unfriendly is the book he has just released. Because this is core. This is beyond just the day-to-day stories, the devaluation of the American family, the the generations that are being told having children is scary and tough and you shouldn't want to do it. Just hang out with people of your own gender because they're much easier to get along with. You gronk each other better. But first, let me find out who this is at 434-882-4217. Been triggered by the news of the day. Who's this?
Hey, Joe, it's Clark.
Good morning, Clark. So, how is the news impacting you where you are?
Well, the weatherman says it's going to rain.
And again, Mrs. Rosenberg, I'm sure may she rest in peace, but the very first TV teacher I had taught me Marshall McLuhan and sneered like I just stuffed a rotten lemon covered in cayenne pepper into her mouth when I said the most important part of a newscast was the weather and the traffic. Yeah, I guess so, Mr. Thomas, if you must. But what's really important in the news? The investigative reporting, the commentary, the opinion. And she was off to the races on that. But anyway, so what's going on?
Investigative reporting. When did they quit doing that?
When Geraldo got his own TV show. Maybe it was when Geraldo went into Al Capone's vault.
Well, there wasn't nothing in the tomb, huh? Okay.
No, there was. He found a lot more in the mental institution in Staten Island.
Ugh, I don't want to go there. Oh,
no,
so
Willowbrook.
You're so close on you didn't build that guy.
What do you mean? The irony of the fact that he didn't pay the people who did?
You didn't pay for that.
That's right. That's right. The lawsuits, the mechanics liens are all going to be under the one banner. You didn't pay for that. But that's, if somebody administers the American government in this part of the 21st century, why would we expect them to run their project under budget?
Oh, why should we expect them to pay their contract?
Exactly.
Hey, you brought up a Rasmussen poll on whether or not the war was successful or not.
Yeah.
And there's a certain irony in that the mass media tells the American people what to think, and then they commission polls to tell them what they do think.
You get that, don't you? That's it. I mean, you put it in a nutshell. So this is a survey to show us how effective MS Now and ABC News and Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert have been at convincing America, and Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens and all the anti-intervention advocates. And I am not a war hawk. But I don't like dealing in absolutes either. Oh, I'm never going to, never war. Well, I don't know. I mean, you can never say never. Somebody shows up and starts trying to break your stuff. We're going to war over it. And that's kind of what's been going on. I got a name
for these polls, Joe. From now on, they're progressive reports.
Okay. So it's research into the progressive. Okay.
It's a progressive report, yeah. So, I mean, it was like, let's see, hold on. On the left. Wah, wah, Donald Trump is bombing Iran. Wah, wah. And today it's, wah, wah, Donald Trump stop bombing Iran. So, I don't know. Really, what they're fixing to cry about is going to be the $2 a gallon gasoline, and they don't have a chance to win in the midterms, I think.
Well, they're going to have to get on it, doggone it. But that's why I played that newsreel yesterday of all the things that Americans did without during World War II, because I think this one is as big, and it didn't nearly last as long. But if we can get Iran into the world nations and start trading with one another again, we can liberate that country without ever firing a shot.
Yes.
Because the more they see Western civilization, the more they're going to want it. Ask the Russians.
So, a couple things in the news this morning.
Well, hang on a second. If you got a couple more things, I'm going to have to. I'm going to tell people the traffic
Algae
and.
in the reflecting pool by Antifa.
Can you believe, with all the recent violent protests, looting, and destruction, some areas are considering either defunding or abolishing the police? At a time when America's neighborhoods need the protection of police the most, some elected officials would rather create more chaos by playing politics. If you're sick of elected officials caving in to demands of the radical left, you're not alone. It's time we stand up and declare our support for local police. The majority of police officers are important partners in protecting our God-given rights. If you prefer freedom over chaos, then learn how you can help protect the local police that serve your community. Call today and request your free Support Your Local Police info packet. Dial 800-JBS-USA1. That's 800-JBS-USA1. Request your free Support Your Local Police info packet by calling 800-JBS-USA1 today.
And good Thursday morning to you. It is June 18th. It is 15 minutes to the top of the hour, 6:45 a.m. Hey, good morning to you, Newcastle. Currently 61 degrees right now, looking for a high today of 84 degrees. All right, well, let's talk about another event for the calendar. This one is happening tomorrow, Friday, June 19th. Cinema at the State presents Dogtown and Z-Boys. It's going to be at the Oddfellows Lodge, number 7. That's at 1226 and a half Lincoln Way here in Auburn. What the heck are we talking about with this Dogtown and Z-Boys? We'll travel back. Let's go back to the 70s, kicking it 70s style. In mid-70s America, skateboarding was a fad in danger of dying out until a group of surfers in Venice began moving into extremes of both lifestyle and techniques, using their skills in empty swimming pools and the streets to create a new form of skateboarding. The film captures the rise of the Zephyr skateboarding team from Venice's Dogtown, a tough, quote, locals only, unquote, beach with the legacy of outlaw surfing. Director Stacy Peralta, who was one of the group, weaves home footage of their early days with interviews with those still on the scene. Those include skateboarding icons Tony Alvala, Jay Adams, and Tony Hawk, and they are a group of brash street kids from Venice, California. It's the tough Dogtown neighborhood who revolutionized skateboarding with an aggressive, in-your-face style that shredded the competition and influenced today's extreme sports. So really kind of looking at the history of modern skateboarding, the extreme skateboarding. There we go. Oh, man. There we go. Let's create new words while we're at it. Again, it's going to be on Friday, this Friday, June 19th, 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6 p.m. Runtime is about an hour and a half there. $12 for adults, $10 for seniors and kids 11 and under. Again, it's going to be at the Oddfellows Lodge, 1226 and a half Lincoln Way in Auburn. Tickets online at the Auburn State Theater. It's auburnstatetheater.org, auburnstatetheater.org, or call 530-885-0156, 530-885-0156 for tickets to Dogtown and Z-Boys. Again, on Friday, that's tomorrow, at the Oddfellows Lodge, number 7, 1226 and a half Lincoln Way. Plays at 7, doors open at 6. We'll be back with your KAHI News right after this.
Women in the Air Force Academy. How did it begin and where is it today? Find out on Pop Talk. I'm Mary Jane Pop here. Rock and roll music, great entertainment, or nefarious undertones. It's a Twilight Zone shocker. And more Epstein scandals way before it all hit the news. It's a story you don't want to miss. Finally, sleep and sex. Wait till you hear how important it is. Pop Talk goes in search Saturday 5 to 7 a.m., Sunday 9 to 11 p.m., and Monday through Friday 7 p.m. on FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI and 24/7 at KAHI.com.
And here's your KAHI News for Thursday, June 18th. I'm Chris Quant. Fire officials suspend residential burn permits in most California counties. This is from the Sacramento Bee. As hot, dry summer weather settles across California and fire danger rises, CAL FIRE has suspended residential burn permits in 42 counties to reduce the risk of human-caused wildfires. The suspension applies to the counties that include Alpine, Amador, Butte, Calaveras, Colusa, Del Norte, El Dorado, Glen, Humboldt, Inyo, Lake, Lassen, Madeira, Mariposa, Mendocino, Merced, Modoc, Mono, Monterey, Napa, Nevada, Placer, Plumas, Riverside, Sacramento, San Benito, San Bernardino, San Diego, San Joaquin, San Luis Obispo, Shasta, Sierra, Siskiyou, Solano, Sonoma, Stanislaus in the eastern county, Tehama, Trinity, Tulare, Tuolumne, Yolo, and Yuba. Although residents cannot burn landscape debris under the suspension, Brent Pascula, a California CAL FIRE battalion chief, said they should continue removing dead or dying vegetation. Dry grasses and brush combined with hot, dry weather create ideal conditions for wildfires to spread rapidly. Residents also should maintain at least 100 feet of defensible space around their homes by clearing flammable vegetation and using safer landscaping practices, according to CAL FIRE. Alternative disposal methods such as chipping or hauling landscape debris to a green waste facility can help reduce fire risks without open burning. Today's daily news feature comes from the Rancho Cordova Grapevine Independent. The Rancho Cordova Sports Hall of Fame has announced its class of 2026 inductees, honoring outstanding athletes, coaches, and community leaders who have made significant contributions to local sports. The 11th annual induction ceremony will be held in September at Rancho Cordova City Hall. This year's class includes members of the 1978-79 Cordova High School basketball team, standout football players, All-American swimmers, a respected youth sports coach, a Negro League baseball player, and a record-setting soccer star. Tickets for the event are $35 and include a reception and awards program. For more information about the inductees, visit the Grapevine Independent, which will be providing weekly coverage of this year's Hall of Fame inductees. Tickets for the event can be purchased via the Cordova Community Council. This news story, along with other local news, can be read at the Rancho Cordova Grapevine Independent online or in a copy at your local newsstand. Back with more news after this.
Right arm, right leg. Left leg, left arm. Both legs above the knee. Both legs, part of my left hand.
Lost both my legs in Iraq.
These 9/11 veterans are just a few of the heroes we serve at Homes for Our Troops. For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes with features like wheelchair access, roll-in showers, and pull-down cabinets that allow them to function independently and focus on their recovery and family. This life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans, thanks to our donors and supporters. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Catch Sinatra and Friends, Saturdays and Sundays, right here on 104.5 FM and AM 950 KAHI. Join Frank and his friends, Sammy, Dean, Tony Bennett, and more, performing songs from the Great American Songbook. Sinatra and Friends Weekends, brought to you by Naturewood Home Furnishings on Folsom Boulevard in Rancho Cordova. Right here on the Voice of the Foothills, 104.5 FM, AM 950, and streaming all over the world at KAHI.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Dahlia, and I'm thrilled to announce that I've joined the KAHI radio team. Each weekday morning from 9 to noon, I'm live on KAHI. We tackle issues like cholesterol, diabetes, women's health, children, geriatrics, relationships, and more. And with all that's going on in Washington, we even touch on government and policies impacting your health. The Dr. Dahlia Show is also a live call-in medical talk show that answers your questions on the air. Join me, Dr. Dahlia, Monday through Friday from 9 to noon here on FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI, the voice of the foothills.
Continuing now with your KAHI News from the Morning Brew, Trump scuttles quick confirmation of his national intelligence pick. The Senate was scheduled to hold a confirmation hearing yesterday for former Securities and Exchange Commission head Jay Clayton. But President Trump, who nominated Clayton after his interim choice for the role Bill Pulte proved controversial, pulled the plug on that hours before it was slated to happen. In a Truth Social post, Trump said there'd be no hearing until Clayton's replacement as a prosecutor was confirmed. Clayton's nomination had paved the way for the renewal of FISA surveillance powers, which Democrats and some Republicans objected to with Pulte in the role. But Trump's post said he wouldn't sign off on the FISA extension unless lawmakers also approved an unrelated voting bill he wants passed. Luigi Mangione to use psychiatric defense at state murder trial. Mangione's attorney planned to claim he was suffering from extreme emotional disturbance when he fatally shot United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson on the street in New York City in December 2024. Even if a jury accepts that defense, which is not the same as an insanity defense, it wouldn't keep Mangione out of prison, though it could mean he would serve 25 years rather than a life sentence if he's found guilty. The state trial is scheduled to begin on September 8th, and Mangione is also facing a federal trial where this defense is not available. And from the Morning Brew, here's what else is brewing. Apple plans to raise its prices due to a rise in memory chip costs, CEO Tim Cook told the Wall Street Journal in an exclusive interview, calling price hikes, quote, unavoidable, unquote. Japan raided the facilities of 6 ice cream makers, including Menji and Loti, on suspicion of fixing the prices of their frosty treats. Jersey Mike's dethroned Chick-fil-A from its 11-year run as the top-rated quick-service restaurant, according to the American Customer Satisfaction Index. And Caitlin Clark unveiled her first signature Nike sneaker. And finally, also from the Morning Brew, today's word of the day is scuttles, meaning deliberately causing a plan to fail. Scuttles. And that's your KAHI News for this Thursday, June 18th. I'm Chris Quant. On now to the California Ag Report.
It's time for California Ag Today on the Ag Information Network. I am Haley Ship. Across California agriculture, women play critical roles on farms, ranches, dairies, and in agribusiness. A new study from the American Farm Bureau Federation explores how many of those leaders are now looking to take the next step. The report gathered input from more than 4,000 women involved in agriculture across all 50 states and Puerto Rico, making it one of the most comprehensive looks at women's experiences in the industry. Farm Bureau Women's Leadership Chair Isabella Chisholm says agriculture has long flourished with the support of women, often behind the scenes, but increasingly in leadership positions. The study found women are generally confident in their ability to balance farm work and family responsibilities. At the same time, respondents identified 5 areas where additional support could make a difference: time and caregiving, skill development, leadership involvement, financial planning, and overall well-being. Nearly half of those surveyed expressed interest in equipment or technical skills training, while 56% said they would like business and financial management training. The findings point to a group already making an impact and looking for new opportunities to strengthen farms, businesses, and rural communities.
Get ready to bid on the equipment you need in the Ritchie Brothers Unreserved California Regional Auction happening June 16th. Inventory is housed at Ritchie Brothers Los Angeles, Sacramento, and Tulare locations with in-person inspections available. Choose from agriculture equipment, earth-moving equipment, compact construction equipment, and heavy transportation. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Los Angeles to sign up. That's rbauction.com/Los Angeles.
For the last 40 years, the Ag Information Network has been the source of news for farmers and ranchers. Yet we have never seen such an assault on farming and our food supply as we do today. From fuel to fertilizer, farmers are facing unprecedented economic challenges. This is why agriculture news that farmers receive comes from the Ag Information Network, reaching coast to coast. Deep roots in farming and decades of reporting, the Ag Information Network, trusted and transparent journalism for generations.
With California Ag Today on the Ag Information Network, I am Haley Ship.
This program is supported in part by the Hearts of Space Archive Service. If you just can't get enough Hearts of Space, Sunday evenings at 8 here on KAHI, visit the Hearts of Space Archive Service anytime on the web at HOS.com. Hearts of Space, slow music for fast times.
Hey Govinda Radhe Radhe, hey Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Looking for great style, friendly service, and prices you'll love? Discover McCullough's Department Store right here in Auburn. From men's and women's fashions to shoes, gifts, home decor, and accessories, McCullough's has everything you need for every season and every occasion. Skip the crowds and enjoy the personal attention that only a locally owned department store can provide. Visit McCullough's Department Store in the Auburn Town Center right off of Elm. It will become your favorite place to shop. McCullough's.
And the Sundance final scene sets the hills.
I love California. I love the mountains. I love the sunsets. I love the foothills. Oh, speaking of which, join me every Saturday at 8 p.m. for Rewind, featuring the stars you grew up with. Oh, by the way, my name is Jimmy J. We've been doing this for a long time. If you haven't heard the show yet, check it out. This Saturday, 8 p.m., Rewind on the Voice of the Foothills, AM 950, KAHI.
FM 104.5, K2A3CM, Auburn, and AM 950, KAHI, Auburn.
Wake up, it's Chris in the morning light. On KAHI, your day starts right. Foothill news and a smile or two, with a dad joke fresh and the weather too. He's the voice of the hills, keeping it real. Local talk with hometown feel. So grab your
Adam,
coffee.
was my mic unmuted that whole time?
It's
Warn me
Chris
about
in
that.
the morning with your
Holy cow.
daily news.
Here we go, big finish, and good Thursday morning to you. It is June 18th, and it is right smack dab at the top of the hour. It is 7 a.m. here at FM 104.5, AM 950 KAHI. You know what it is. It is the voice of the foothills. Chris Quant with you here, holding it down in beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic, and very, very spacious Studio A, KAHI Studios, downtown Auburn, peering through the Venetian blinds at, one of our texters said here, where else? Where else in this fine country of ours can you have your windows wide open on a mid-June morning than right around here in our beautiful foothills, California region? And isn't that, and oh my gosh, a little bit lower down the hill, you got the Delta breeze. When that sucker kicks in, I am here for it. I love it. I mean, when you're at what do we call it now? It's not Rayleigh Field anymore. What is it? Sutter Health Park. There, you're watching the River Cats. You're watching the A's down there. Apparently, we can call them the Sacramento A's now, I think. I think it's okay if we can officially call them the Sacramento A's, at least for now. Listen, they're going to be here for a couple of years. Settle in, fellas. Let's call them that. Sometimes in the summer, wearing a sweatshirt down by the river there because that breeze has come up and it's nice and cool. Listen, I am here for it, gang. I absolutely love it, and I know you are too. As we're getting started on this Thursday, June 8th, by the way, did you know the #1 pie shop in America? You're looking for the best pie in America. Gang, you don't have to travel far. It is right here in our midst. It is amongst us. Yeah, we'll tell you about that here in a little bit, where you can go. It's probably not going to be a shocker to anybody. If you know, you know. We'll tell you about that here in just a little bit. Also, coming up a little bit later on this hour, new car playground. The company's taking a new approach to selling cars. They're like, well, let's make it like an adult playground. Also, let's do our sales technique a little bit different. Now, I would absolutely love it. My wife, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure she would like this new sales approach that this company is doing with selling cars. We'll talk about that. The U.S. and Iran have a new deal. Looks like we've got the details of that deal coming out. We'll talk about that. Also, we've got some more local news here as well. There's a group in Boston. I didn't know this was possible. Boston, Sam Adams, known for their beer, right? Well, this group basically drained them dry, made it a dry town. They drank all the beer. Who drank all the beer? We'll talk about all of that. It's World Cup related, by the way. Also, it's Thursday, which means 3 headlines and a lie. We'll play that. 3 headlines, absolutely true. 1 headline, absolutely made up. Fake news. Your job, dear Gumshoe, is to sleuth out and find out which one is the fake one. We'll do that a little bit later on this hour. And in the 8 o'clock hour, Mary Jane Pop is going to call in. She's going to tell us all the things that she's got cooking up for her show this weekend. And if you're looking at your calendar saying, wait a minute, whoa, hang on. Is it Friday? Did we just skip a day? We're doing 3 headlines and a lie and Mary Jane? No. We're doing it a day early because we'll be off tomorrow, and then we'll be off for a good part of next week. Just a heads up. As it happens every now and again, I got some business travel coming up. I'm going to be visiting the beautiful city of Austin. Hopefully it's not too hot. Hopefully it's not too humid there. Actually, I don't even know why I say that thing, because when I go to these trips, I'm inside most of the time. I'm in conference centers and office buildings and convention rooms and halls. So they always keep those things well air conditioned. So I don't even know what I'm worrying about. But excited if I have time there. A friend of mine who we've been this person is the closest thing I've never had a brother, a biological brother. Had a younger sister, but never a brother. But he and I have known each other since junior high, and maybe even before that. No, probably junior high. And probably the closest thing that I will ever on this planet have to an actual biological brother. It's just one of those people that you are. Somehow you're so similar and you're so different in so many ways. And it's that sibling relationship where you can go for a long time, years even, without, not every sibling, but we've gone for a long time without talking. And then you just pick right back up where you were at. And you have all of these things that you have in common and all of these inside things that you have, just like a sibling would have. So he and I we started up texting back and forth, and he's like, oh, let me tell you what's going on. What's new in my life? He said, I got into gardening. So apparently now I'm into gardening and I'm growing things from seeds. And this is really my way to meditate and unwind and relax. He works in a hospital. He works in a very busy, very tense, sometimes hospital environment where it can weed out a lot of people who actually sometimes find out that they're not made for that type of intensity and that kind of stress that goes on working in a hospital and in surgery. He's not a surgeon, but he works in the rooms where the surgeries happen to help get all the tools and everything that the surgeon needs. You need to be prepped and ready to go to assist to do that. And so he's one of those specialists that is basically the the right-hand man there, making sure everything's set and ready to go. All the tools are ready to go. Very high pressure job. So he's like to just relax. He says, I've decided that I'm going to start gardening. And he's like, what has happened? And I said, my friend, we are men of a certain age now. We're looking at plants and just watching the grass grow. Apparently that is relaxing, and that's what fills our cup these days. So now we're swapping gardening things. I said, hey, I've got some plants that I'm tending on the patio there, and we started comparing notes on what plants were growing, and just laughing hysterically that who would have thought that after all of these years, gardening was going to be the thing that we were going to be talking about and comparing notes on and checking stuff out. If you know who Zach Galifianakis is, he's a comedian, apparently in a similar spot in life where I've been gardening for years. He's got a gardening show on Netflix, and I am absolutely here for it. Not everybody's cup of tea, probably, Zach Galifianakis, but it cracks me up. It's hilarious. It's actually pretty darn informative as well. He almost does. It's adjacent to an art link letter. Kids say the darndest things type thing, where he's got these kids on and he'll ask them questions about that gardening topic for that day and what they think of it. And again, these kids say the darndest things. So if you've got Netflix, it's Zach Galifianakis. If you're looking for a show to watch there, if you're looking for something, I'm enjoying the heck out of that show. Probably enjoying it a little bit more than I should, but maybe it's just because it's just natural. It's what we do. We tend. We want to grow stuff. We want to see things flourish. And so here we go. not back into, but starting the gardening thing, which my grandparents did. They set a great example for myself and us grandkids there. You've heard me talk ad nauseum about their garden that they had there. It was just a thing of beauty. And again, you don't really realize and you don't really appreciate it until a little bit later on in your life. Where you're like, wow, that was actually spectacular. And my gosh, no wonder they were always in the garden. It takes a lot of work to grow stuff. It is not easy. You got to really pay attention. You got to be on your A game when it comes to growing stuff. So there we go. So anyway, my buddy, he is in Austin. So shout out to Vince if you're listening. And I didn't realize we were going back and forth, and we were talking for 2 or 3 days, just texting back and forth. And then suddenly I said, I don't know why this is occurring to me just now, but like in less than a week, I'm going to be in your neighborhood. Do you want to hang out? And he's like, oh yeah, no, I'll be there. So again, it's just like siblings. Like, hey, we should probably hang out. We should probably say hey to each other. So looking forward to that, to mix in a little bit of personal time in there with the business trip. So we'll be gone. All that to say, we'll be gone for a good part of the week next week, Monday through Thursday. But we'll be back in on Friday. So I will miss it. I will miss not being here. But you got to do. Sometimes you got to hop on a plane and do the work thing. So we'll do what we got to do, and then we'll be back in here. But all that being said, on that long tangent, Mary Jane Papa will be calling in during the 8 o'clock hour here to chat with us because we won't be here on Friday, and then we'll be out missing most of next week as well. But as we're getting started on this day, if today is your birthday, well, then may I say a happy stinking birthday to you. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day today. Shout out to my buddy Luke, whose birthday it is today. Luke, hope you have a great birthday. I don't even know if you're going to hear this, but if you do, happy birthday to you, my friend. And to Luke, and you, dear listener, if today is your birthday, you share a birthday with E.W. Scripps, American publisher, founded the E.W. Scripps Company, born on this day in 1854. Jeanette MacDonald, American actress and singer, 1903. Bud Collyer, American actor and game show host, 1908. E.G. Marshall, American character actor, 1914. Let's see, Richard Boone, American actor, 1917. A man who knew you could become famous for putting a thumbs up in the air or a thumbs down in the air. No, this wasn't a Roman emperor. This was Roger Ebert, American journalist, critic, and screenwriter. Do you think if the emperor was really proud of you in the ring there, he put 2 thumbs up or just 1 thumbs up? I don't know. Anyway, also in apparently 1942 on this day, a big day for births. Roger Ebert, 1942, American journalist, critic, screenwriter. Also Paul McCartney. On this day in 1942, just has him listed as an English singer-songwriter. So, all right. Feel like we could have gave him a little bit more than that. Maybe the band that he was with, or maybe he's just so famous we don't need to say what band he's with. Paul McCartney, 1942. Also on this day, 1942, Richard Perry, American record producer. And Blake Shelton, speaking of music and songs, American singer-songwriter, 1976. So happy birthday to them, and happy birthday to you if today is your birthday. Again, hope you have a fantastic day today. If you're looking for some dessert ideas today for your birthday and you're a fan of the tart things, well, it's Cherry Tart Day, so enjoy that. It's also National... Maybe this is your ideal birthday, just spending it by yourself or maybe with a friend. National Go Fishing Day is today, dedicated to get people to step away from the daily grind, find a local body of water, and cast a line. Plenty of places to do that in our Foothills playground here. It's also International Sushi Day, celebrating the evolution of the iconic Japanese dish originally developed in Tokyo during the Edo period as a portable quick street food of vinegared rice and raw fish. Has grown into a massive $22 billion global industry. How about that? My son sent us some pictures. The one that's in Japan. He was out, when he first was over there on his trip, and hard to believe he's going to be home in just a few days. We are here for it. We're excited about it. My wife and I were on the phone with him yesterday talking to him. He's trying to figure out how to pack all of his stuff and get it all home. And we knew he left extra space to bring home some stuff. I don't think he knew how much stuff he was actually going to have to bring home. So he was trying to figure out how all of these things. One thing that he didn't anticipate trying to bring home was arrows. He's done his elective in school was to be on it's archery basically is what it is, the big old tall long bows. And so he's got arrows and he's debating whether he wants to, if he can bring them home. Can I bring them home? Can I pack them? And so we were telling him, I'm like, yeah, we need to try and figure out a way to get those home because you're going to want those. You may not miss them so much now, but as much as those memories that you can bring back to bring them home. He said, I think they're about 4 feet long, though. I was like, those are some long arrows, my friend. We'll figure it out. But we were looking at prices to ship stuff internationally. Lord have mercy. If we wanted to ship those arrows, like $200. About $250 to ship his little quiver of arrows. So I was like, well, see if you can fit it diagonally in your suitcase. And where there's a will, there's a way, son. So he's seeing if he can pack all of that stuff up, and he's got some winter clothes that he bought there that is like, I think I'm going to have to leave some of this back. And I'm like, we'll figure it out. I don't know. We might have to start a GoFundMe campaign to get your stuff shipped home. But one way or the other, we'll figure it out. So we're super excited to see him as he's getting ready to pack up here. And it seems like so long ago, but also just the other day, he was packing up, getting ready to go. But we are definitely ready to have him come back home and have one of the hatchlings back at the nest here. But he was telling us, he's like, hey, I got to go out and plant some rice. When he first got to Japan, he was out and he was sending us pictures. One of his first experiences out was going out and picking rice. And now he got to go out in the full cycle. He got to go out and plant rice in the rice fields. And it's rice that they use to make sake. And so he was saying, he sent us a clip from BBC, a BBC News program where he's like, that's the person, that's who I was planting rice with. And she's like the first woman sake. It's like a sake brewery. So basically like our breweries here. But she runs a brewery over there near where he lives in Japan. And it's got this international fame and recognition. And she travels all over the world as an ambassador for sake and brewing sake. And so he's like, yeah, I was just out, we were out planting rice. And so I'm sure that's just, we get to hear some of the stories. I'm sure he's got so many stories, and I can't wait to hear all that he has back when he comes back. And also when he tries sushi back over here, is it going to be anywhere near what it was like when he was over there? I remember when I was visiting France and I had French onion soup in a small town in a cafe, sitting along the street there in northern France, just enjoying this wonderful, what did I just say? I can't even remember. What was the soup that I had? Anyway, I ate the soup. How did that just disappear out of my head? Anyway, French onion soup. There you go. My gosh. And thought, oh my gosh, I will never beat this again. I can never eat this meal again. Because it won't be as good as this. It's going to ruin the memory. So I wonder if there's any foods that he'll have the same attitude towards, where he's like, I can't eat it again. I can't match the time or the memory that I had in Japan. So we'll see. Maybe sushi will be one of those. Speaking, let's get back off from that tangent. International Picnic Day, a global unstructured celebration encouraging outdoor dining. The tradition traces its roots back to the post-French Revolution era, when picnic public parks were open to the general populace for the first time, later becoming a formalized leisure ritual in Victoria, England. And it's also, it's National Splurge Day, maybe an excuse to break the budget. Maybe treat yourself. If it's your birthday, treat yourself perhaps to a frozen yogurt. We were talking about how those are gotten pretty bougie. $30 for a frozen yogurt in some places. Or maybe you can treat yourself to a delicious pie. And by the way, if you're looking for a delicious pie, well, you are in luck, my friend, especially if today is your birthday, because Aikida's was named the #1 pie shop in America. Auburn's own Aikida's has officially... Is it Aikida's or Aikida's? I've always wondered how we pronounce that. Anyway, however you pronounce it, has officially landed the top spot in USA Today's national list of the best pie shops in the United States. Now, if you know, you know. As the kids say, if you know, you know. If you've been to there, if you've worked there, so many high schoolers. My wife worked there back in the day, whether you worked on the restaurant side or you worked on the store side. So many local teenagers have had jobs there. So many folks have stopped. I've talked to people in Southern California who have only been here a few times, who know Aikida's, who absolutely like, oh yeah, we stop there. No, we always stop there. Like whenever we're in the area or whenever we're driving by, you absolutely have to stop there. So maybe the worst kept secret around the family-owned staple, as we all know, located off of Interstate 80. And if you've driven past it and you haven't had a chance to try it, you do yourself a favor. Stop in. The parking lot is always packed, but it is for good reason. The local fruit stand, it started out as a local fruit stand before expanding into the nationally recognized fruit pies, cobblers, and cream pies. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. My sister, whenever she would come out and visit with the family, like that was an absolute staple that we would have to do that. We'd have to do Old Town Pizza and have pie from Aikida's. And my grandma, when down in Sacramento there, whenever we ever come down, we don't show your face unless you're bringing one of those pies with you. So if you're looking for the #1 pie shop in America, our very own, just right around the corner here, you can go and get the best pie in the USA right there. So congrats to Aikida's for being named the #1 pie shop in America. All right, well, he's been waiting patiently on the sidelines here. He's like, can you just get to it already? It is time for our weather meteorologist, Tim Root, with the weather. Timmy, how are we looking out there today?
Thursday weather forecast is calling for mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures will be warm, 83 to 89, and light southwest winds. Mid to upper 50s tonight, mostly clear skies and light winds will continue. There is a chance of a few rain showers Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the low 80s. And it'll be in the low 80s over the weekend with mostly sunny skies. This is meteorologist Tim Root from FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI.
Thank you, Tim. 19 minutes past the top of the hour, 7:19 a.m. Some highlights from this day in history. On 1940, Churchill's finest hour speech took place. He rallied the nation from imminent German invasion, saying, "Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say this was their finest hour." 1948 saw the birth of the LP. Columbia Records introduced the 33 1/3 RPM micro groove vinyl record at a press conference in New York. This revolutionary format allowed up to 20 minutes of continuous audio per side, completely upending how long-form audio was produced and consumed. And on this day in 1983, Sally Ride made history. She became the first American woman in space, launching aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger for the STS-7 mission. So there's some things that happened on this day in history. And we're going to be talking about a few things coming up here. We'll have our Fox Business Report. And then speaking of business-type things, this company is rethinking how car sales are done. Let's just make this whole car sale thing. People are going to be walking around. Let's make it super low pressure. Let's also make it a playground for adults. And what is that all about? I think I would love it. I think my wife would despise it. She would actually hate it. We'll talk about that. Plus, somebody's drinking up all the beer in Boston. I don't think they saw this coming. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more. Stay tuned. Back after this.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks recovered ground at the open after yesterday's sell-off. The Nasdaq is rallying. Investors are encouraged by lower crude oil prices after President Trump said he has signed a memorandum of understanding with Iran. Apple CEO Tim Cook tells the Wall Street Journal soaring costs for chips will force Apple to raise prices. Cook says the increase in cost for memory chips is unprecedented, though President Trump says Apple will work with Intel to design and manufacture chips in the U.S. Apple's shares are up more than 1%. Intel shares are nearly 9% higher. Kroger's sales and earnings both rose in the recent quarter, but Wall Street was expecting even stronger earnings, so Kroger shares are down 7%. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Quiet in the studio. Latherpuss radio spot. Take one.
Here in the romantic South Seas, Latherpuss shaving cream is preferred by more...
Mr. Director.
Cut. Yes, Mr. Latherpuss.
I'm not crazy about this island thing. See, rough and rugged is what my shaving cream is really all about.
I'll change it. Take two.
Fine.
Here in romantic Horsefly, Texas, Latherpuss
I hate
shaving...
to be a bother.
What now?
But Latherpuss is so continental and stuff. Could the announcer...
I'll change it. Take three.
Yes.
Here in romantic Horsefly, Texas...
You know,
what?
If he could use a sexier voice...
Sexy, Harry. Take four.
Here in romantic Horsefly, Texas, Latherpuss shaving cream is preferred 2-to-1.
Yes, wonderful. Hope I didn't make too many suggestions.
Not at all.
Could I make a suggestion?
What is it?
Could he do it in Swedish with an Irish brogue and add some bongos and a race?
Radio. You can do anything you want, go anywhere you want, and reach anybody you want at a price that won't bust your budget. Radio. It's right on the button. A message from the Radio Advertising Bureau.
23 minutes past the top of the hour, 7:23 a.m. And hey, good morning to you, Colfax. Currently, the temperature right now is 67 degrees, looking for a high today of 82 degrees. And speaking of Colfax, let's talk about another event for the calendar. Live in Colfax is happening again this Saturday. It's their summer concert series. It's free, by the way, gang. It's totally free. You can just show up. It's going to be on South Main Street there in Colfax. Free concerts all summer long. The next one is coming up this Saturday, June 20th from 5 to 9:30 p.m. If you want to see it more, the whole lineup, you can go to liveincolfax.com. But who do we have coming this Saturday? Well, they've booked, let's see, Sacramento's Love Mischief. They are coming in this Saturday, the 12th, from 5:30 to 9 at the Art Park there on South Main Street in Colfax. Again, free, no tickets required. Love Mischief doesn't play it safe. That's exactly why they booked them. Founded by Berkeley-educated brothers Brian and Colin Curtin, Love Mischief brings original music and live energy unlike anything else on the West Coast jam scene, weaving funk, psychedelic rock, jazz fusion, and progressive influence into something that genuinely can't be put in a box. This is a band that you have to experience to believe. They've built a dedicated following from the Pacific Northwest to Phoenix and have festival appearances and summer touring on the horizon. One of Northern California's freshest and most exciting jam bands that's coming to historic Main Street this Saturday, the 20th, and that is going to be from 5 to 9:30 p.m. I think I said 5:30. 5 to 9:30 p.m. is the official time there, and it is going to be in downtown Colfax, South Main Street there at the Art Park. Again, no tickets required. Come, show up. They'll probably have some food trucks out there. Maybe, let's see, they'll have a licensed beer garden on site. There we go. Must be 21 with a valid ID, local food trucks and vendors as well. That's going to be happening again. The Live in Colfax Summer Concert Series continues this Saturday, the 20th, with the band Sacramento's Love Mischief playing there in downtown Colfax. Check it out. More at liveincolfax.com. Back with more right after this.
Spring is in the air, and for a lot of us, so are the allergies. If you're tired of reaching for harsh medications, Sunrise Natural Foods has a better way to breathe easier. Naturally, at Sunrise Natural Foods, you'll find a wide selection of natural allergy support, from herbal blends and plant-based tablets to gentle homeopathic remedies designed to relieve sneezing, congestion, itchy eyes, and more, without the unwanted side effects. Visit Sunrise Natural Foods today in Auburn and Roseville, or online at sunrisenaturalfoods.net.
Advertise with KAHI Radio, the voice of the foothills, and you'll reach those who matter most, your local customers for your local business. Here's Fred Penny of Penny & Associates to tell you why he uses KAHI Radio.
This is Fred Penny of Penny & Associate Injury Lawyers, and I choose to advertise on AM 950 KAHI Radio because it works.
So call our KAHI sales team at 530-885-5636. That's 530-885-5636 to start your local advertising today.
27 minutes past the top of the hour, 7:27 a.m. And hey, good morning to you, Shingle Springs. Currently, the temperature right now is 62 degrees, looking for a high today of 82 degrees. Well, hey, quick shout out. I just got a heads up that it is also, we've got another birthday today. Rain Knowles, a part of the KAHI crew here. Rain lining up sponsors here for Placer Hillman football coming back here. It's going to be here before we know it. So Rain, happy stinking birthday to you. Hope you have a fantastic day today as well. And hey, if you know anybody who wants to sponsor Placer Hillman football, let us know live at KAHI.com, LIVE at KAHI.com. Shout out to Auburn Trophies back in it, and Strictly Toyondas back in it, helping to sponsor Placer Hillman football. So appreciate that. Thank you, you guys. Also, if you know anybody who knows how to call a sports ball game up there in the announcer's booth, calling the plays, looking at the X and O's, the passes, all the things that I don't do as a sports announcer, we're looking for somebody who is interested in calling the games. If that's you, or you know somebody who wants to do that, let's have them send them an email to KNOLL, that's K as in kite, NOLL at KAHI.com. Yeah, we're looking for some announcers, for some broadcasters there to call the Placer Hillman games. Again, you can email K, that's K as in kite, N as in Nancy, OLL at KAHI.com. And yeah, we're getting all the things lined up. Placer Hillman football, August is going to be here before we know it, gang. So getting all the ducks in a row right now. But thanks to all who are helping out so far, those sponsors. And again, if you have anybody else who wants to help sponsor Placer Hillman football, we would absolutely love it. You can send that in to live at KAHI.com. Also, Ray, thanks for the heads up. I knew I was pronouncing Ikitas wrong. Was it Ikitas? I was saying Ikitas. I was pronouncing the I's and I. It's Ikitas. Anyway, thanks, Ray. However you pronounce it, it's the number one pie shop in the U.S. So, pronounced or mispronounced, the pie's still absolutely delicious. But Ray, I appreciate it. Thanks for the heads up there. Hey, let's go on to some things that are happening in the news here. An adult playground. There's a car company here that's rethinking how to sell some cars here. That company, we're talking about Carvana. Oh, man, Adam, you got to warn me about that one. My gosh, 30 minutes past the top of the hour, by the way. Just had a heart attack there. Holy bananas. Carvana's latest strategy, new cars on a playground. So Carvana, yeah, if you're thinking, wait a minute, isn't that the online company? Don't you order cars online there, and then they have those little fancy little trucks? They look like a flatbed tow truck that brings the car and delivers it to you. Well, yeah, that's them. But this week they unveiled their first new car playground, a salesperson-less pseudo dealership in Dallas, where it's going to test out more relaxed method of car selling than the auto industry is used to. This is from the Morning Brew this morning. True to Carvana's roots, all purchases still have to happen online. No monkey bars at this playground, just themed outdoor areas where each car brand. Jeeps are perched on off-road displays. Dodges have fake race tracks, and Chrysler minivans. I love this one. Way to play into it. Chrysler minivans guard a soccer net. So yeah, they're theming it. So just like the theme park of buying cars, apparently they're going to theme each section where you can find different types of cars. Basically, it's. Nobody is supposed to, you go to these different areas, nobody's really supposed to follow you around. Customers can scan QR codes to get information about the cars and request a test drive. Staff are there to answer questions, but they are not salespeople. They earn hourly wages and no commissions. So Carvana trying to rethink a little bit maybe how we do some car sales here. Now, I am all for it. The whole sitting down, negotiating thing, not my jam. Really not my thing. They say go with your strengths. That is not necessarily my strength. My wife, on the other hand, that is the whole fun of it. To go shopping for a car, she is like, I am there for it. I am there to play the game. I am there to see the best deal that I can. Before we got married, she bought her first new car. on her own. They actually they sent her home with a job application. From the way that she sat there and she negotiated things down and negotiated it down and was not going to leave, or at least threatened to leave, by the time she got some ridiculous deal on this new car. It was the car that she had when we got married. Absolutely loved driving that car. It was one of the old school, or not old school, but Nissan Altima back in the day. But basically the Nissan dealership sent her home with a job application to say, listen, you're pretty good at what you do. Maybe you want to consider getting a job here because you just lost us some money. Maybe you can negotiate a little bit better and be on our side of the table, not on that side of the table. So she absolutely loved it. When a little bit later on in our marriage, when we went to, and knowing this story, by the way, and just saying, hey, listen, go with your strengths. We went to a car dealership to look at a car, to consider buying a car. And it was hilarious when we were sitting down and the salesperson was just talking to me the whole time, just talking like, listen, you're going to be the one making the decision. And finally, I'm like, listen, my guy, you're wasting your time talking to me. Like this right here, this is the person that you're going to need to talk to because you are going to go absolutely nowhere with me at all. And so my wife was just like, all right, let's go toe to toe. So I don't know that she would necessarily enjoy this, although people like me, where I'm just like, yeah, thanks. Don't follow me around. Just get away. I'm not into that. The folks that like that no pressure thing, they can be there. The staff is there to answer questions, but again, not salespeople. They earn hourly wages and no commission. Now, this model could be a win-win. Most customers prefer a blend of online and in-person interactions when buying a car, according to a recent Cox Automotive data. And for Carvana, payroll at the playground locations could be far below typical dealerships. An industry expert told the Wall Street Journal, well, yeah, if they're not making a commission on it, you just got them in an hourly wage. Yeah, makes sense. Carvana is making inroads after building its business on used car sales. The company has purchased 7 Stellantis franchise dealerships since February 2025, one of which became Stellantis' top-selling U.S. locations. More new vehicle sales will also help Carvana's loan business, which accounts for most of its profits there. So I guess they're starting it in Dallas, but maybe it'll be coming to a place like us. I wonder if CarMax is looking over its shoulder now going like, oh, that was kind of our whole value proposition is we don't pressure you. You just come in. The cars are marked. They are the price that they are. There's no haggling. There's no this, that, or the other thing. And now Carvana's like, oh, okay, well, I see you. Now I'm going to theme it. And now you can do, the hybrid online and in-person test drive and all that good stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if this takes off. But Carvana's latest strategy, new cars on a playground. The minivans guarding a soccer net, though. Brilliant. Classic. All right, it is now 35 minutes past the top of the hour, 7:35 a.m., which means it is time for our daily dad jokes. Still time to send those in if you want to do it last minute here live at KAHI.com, LIVE at KAHI.com, or you can call 530-885-3565. And that is coming up here in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Back after this.
Sleep and sex. Is there an important link? We are going to get into the particulars on Pop Talk this week. I'm Mary Jane Pop here. Epstein scandals, you'll never guess how far back they really go. Got an amazing story. The Air Force Academy and women. It all began in 1976, and where's it today? Some real surprises for you. Rock and roll music. Love it? But what if there was some bad intentions that went with it? Got a great Pop Talk for you Saturday, 5 to 7 a.m., Sunday, 9 to 11 p.m., and Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. for Pop Talk. In search of truth.
Come in. Oh, great master, I have traveled far to seek your wisdom. Speak to me.
Close the door. It's cold.
Sir, I crave the meaning of life.
How do you earn your bread, my son?
Well,
do you till the soil?
No.
Do you tend sheep?
I'm in advertising, sir.
Advertising. Fascinating.
Yes, sir, I'm in a big hurry. I have to be in Fiji tomorrow to shoot a television commercial.
Fiji?
Yeah, we found a place there that looks exactly like Columbus, Ohio.
Why not go to Columbus, Ohio?
Look, I'm just here for some wisdom.
All right, let me check my wisdom book, see what we can find.
Thank you. Yeah.
Go with radio.
What?
Looks to me like a fantastic buy.
I wanted important wisdom.
This is important. Listen, newspaper cost per thousand is up 99% since 1967. TV is up 90%,
Sir.
but radio cost is only up 38%.
38%.
And it says radio's audience is bigger than ever.
But what about happiness and stuff?
Use radio. It's great impact at a price you can still afford, and you'll be very happy.
That's it?
Yeah, and when you go out, close the door real tight, because it's cold in here and I got a runny nose.
Next time you're talking to an authority on advertising, ask about radio. It's right on the button. A message from the Radio Advertising Bureau.
7:37 a.m. Hey, good morning to you. It is Thursday, June 18th, and good morning to you, Lake of the Pines. Currently 66 degrees right now, looking for a high today of 84 degrees. Well, it's that time. It is time for your Daily Dad Jokes. That's right, make you laugh, sigh, I don't know, roll your eyes. We got some of the usual suspects in here. Thanks so much, gang, for sending these ones in. And yes, Adam, I saw that you sent a couple in as well. Adam, if we've got time, we'll get to it there. Ken sent this one in. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies! Solid. That's a solid way to start us off here, Ken. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's see. I gotta get over here and let's see. Kim, I think Kim sent a couple in. Yeah, there we go. How about this one? Ooh, going on the theme of baseball today. Oh, I like that. Why was the baseball team always in trouble? Why was the baseball team always in trouble? Because they kept getting caught stealing. That's not good. If you're getting caught stealing, that means they're throwing you out. Why was the baseball team always in trouble? Yeah, because they kept getting caught stealing. All right, one more baseball joke here. Why are baseball stadiums the coolest places to be? Why are baseball stadiums the coolest places to be? Adam, any guesses? Yeah, because they're full of fans. Solid joke there. Absolutely love that. How about this one? Why was the broom late for the meeting? Well, this is a classic one. Why was the broom late for the meeting? Well, because it overswept. Get it? Overswept? All right, Adam, I'll read a couple of yours. Adam is like, don't forget about mine. All right, Adam, I think we've had these before, but it's all right. I'm really glad you pay attention to the show here. How about this one? I spent a long time trying to remember how to throw a boomerang. Don't worry, it eventually came back to me. All right, Adam, that's a good one. How about this one? I told my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 places. Didn't we do this the other day? I'll read it again. I told my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places. That's close to, I told the doctor it hurts when I do this. The doctor says stop doing that. And there we go. Those are your daily... Oh, no, wait a minute. We might have one more here. Ray, coming in clutch here. What is a math teacher's favorite dessert? Apple pie. Oh, Ray, nice. Like pie, like P-I, Adam. Okay, there we go. And why did the apple pie cry? Its peelings were hurt. Ray, there we go. Coming in clutch. Way to finish out with the apple. I love me a good apple pie. That is fantastic. And those are your daily dad jokes for this Thursday, June 18th. We'll be back with your KAHI weather right after this.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Victory Village serves those who have served our country, offering help for veterans, their families, and those currently serving. For more than 10 years, nonprofit Victory Village has served all of the Sierra Foothill counties. Visit our office in Jackson or Auburn for financial assistance, help with housing, and wraparound services to aid the transition to civilian life. If you need help, to volunteer, or to learn more, visit vvvets.org.
Hey there, KAHI listeners. Producer Adam here with a quick reminder to listen to Chris in the Morning, which you are right now. so I'm not sure what I'm adding here. Local news, weather, traffic, events, dad jokes. You're already getting all of it. This promo was probably unnecessary. And yet, here we both are. FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI, the voice of the foothills. There's 30 seconds of my life I'll never get back.
And good Thursday morning to you, June 18th. It is now 18 minutes to the top of the hour, 7:42 a.m. Hey, good morning to you. Rockland, currently 63 degrees right now, looking for a high today of 86 degrees. Well, taking a look at some sports ball news here. Where's all the beer going? These fans are draining Boston dry. Holy cow, these people have a thirst that needs to be quenched. The title of the headline here from NBC News: are Scottish soccer fans drinking all the beer in Boston? Well, here we go. Scottish soccer fans have been having a blast in Boston over the past week with the Tartan Army taking over restaurants and pubs, taking a victory lap of the city after their 1-0, as they would say over there, 1-0 win over Haiti on Saturday, and marching to a Red Sox game at Fenway Park on Sunday. They are here and they are making their presence known. They've also been drinking a whole heck of a lot of beer, so much that some Boston bars just straight ran out. They just ran out of beer. Sam Adams says its Boston tap room ran out of Samuel Adams Boston Lager over the weekend, because Scottish soccer fans drank it dry. Literally, from Thursday to Sunday, it said the Tartan Army drank 4 times as much Boston Lager as it normally sells during a typical 4-day holiday stretch like the 4th of July. So maybe Americans, we thought we knew how to drink. No, the Scottish are literally saying, hold my beer if you've got any left, because I'm gonna drink it all. The company had to schedule an emergency delivery on Saturday morning just to keep up with it. And Sam Adams wasn't the only one. Hennessy's bar in downtown Boston told the Boston Globe that it tripled its St. Patrick's Day sales and sold out of beer altogether on Sunday night. So they're just like, listen, guys, we literally can't keep it on tap. Quote, we've been here for over 30 years, and we've never seen anything like it, unquote, said Noel Summers, Hennessy's chief operating officer. Federal Wine and Spirits in the financial district told the Globe it sold out of Budweiser and Corona on Saturday, and the door of one of its refrigerators broke from being opened and closed so many times. Oh my gosh. Hopefully the bars are stocking up. Scotland is scheduled to play Morocco at Boston Stadium in Foxborough at 6 o'clock on 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday. So tomorrow, they better be calling in the reserves if there's enough beer. Apparently, the Tartan Army, as they're called, is literally draining Boston dry of the beer, and I love that. They opened and closed the refrigerator so many times, the door broke right off of the handle there. Good gracious me, oh my. That is... Apparently the Scots are saying, yeah, literally, hold my beer if you can. Drinking all the beer in Boston there. All right, it is 15 minutes now to the top of the hour at 7:45 a.m. Going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more events for the calendar. We're going to have your KAHI News. Also, 3 headlines and a lie. We do that here on Thursdays. 3 headlines, absolutely true. 1 headline, absolutely fake news. Your job, dear listener, is to put on your fedora, sleuth out which one is the fake news. Also, Mary Jane Pop will be calling in next hour. No, it's not Friday, but we're just doing it a day early here. We're going to be out tomorrow, and then we'll be out most of next week, by the way. Quick heads up. I got a business trip. Sometimes you got to get on a plane and fly to places and do the old businessy things. So I'll be doing that Monday through Thursday of next week, but we'll be back on Friday. So stay tuned. Hold on tight, everybody. We'll be back with more right after this.
You look nice. How was work?
Well, it was 4th period, civics. The kids were giving me the 3rd degree. Was a UFO seen hovering over Washington, D.C.? Was a fisherman attacked by a 320-pound shrimp? They'd been bitten by the fake news bug, all right, and it was holding on like a driver's ed student to a steering wheel. How was I going to get a bunch of wide-eyed kids to wise up about what they see on the internet? Then it hit me, like a dodgeball on field day. The name of the game was News Snoops. Each student got an article and 2 minutes to decide if it was credible or a fake. They were able to use fact-checking sites to get the cold, hard truth. Now the little hotshots are even teaching their gullible grannies a thing or two about phony news. But how was your day?
Pretty good. I got a new title today. Office Birthday Party Planner.
Oh, fun.
Teachers just have better work stories. If you want a creative, collaborative job worth talking about, head to teach.org. Brought to you by teach.org.
And it is 13 minutes now to the top of the hour, 7:47 a.m. Let's talk about another event for the calendar. Yeah, this one is happening right now. We've been talking about this. It's the El Dorado County Fair. That is kicking off today. Ray, thank you for the reminder, by the way. We've been talking about this, announcing this for the last couple of weeks, but it is here. It is happening. It is ready. It is now June 18th through the 21st. So this weekend, kicking off right now, the El Dorado County Fair. Theme is good old-fashioned fun. So if you need a theme attached to your fairs, well, now you know. The theme is good old-fashioned fun. Again, happening today through the 21st. It's the El Dorado County Fair. Theme good old-fashioned fun. You can think mutton busting, live interactive exhibits, musical performances, clown college. Well, that's got to be interesting. Free train rides, can't beat that. And even a funnel cake eating contest is happening as well. And a tip of the hat in this year's fair to America's 250th anniversary. So the El Dorado County Fair, it's happening. It's starting right now, the 18th through the 21st there. You can find out more at visiteldorado.com. Or you can go to, let's see, where was it? Visit-eldorado.com. That's the one that Ray sent me as well. Ray, thanks for the heads up on that. The El Dorado County Fair, if you just happen to be around there or if you live in that area, go and check it out. Looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And speaking of fun, it's going to be good old-fashioned fun with a tip of the hat to America's 250th birthday. Again, think mutton busting, live interactive exhibits, musical performances, clown college. Love that. Again, free train rides, and you got to have a funnel cake eating contest. You just got to. It's a staple there. Again, today through the 21st. To find out more at visit-eldorado.com/event. All right, we'll be back with your KAHI News right after this.
Hey there, KAHI listeners. Producer Adam here to remind you that Chris in the Morning really is the best way to start your day. And he's not paying me to say this at all. Wink. And yes, he really is holding it down in beautiful Studio A in the KAHI Worldwide Headquarters Studios, Monday through Fridays, 6 to 9 a.m. Chris in the Morning here on FM 104.5, AM 950, and streaming all over the world at KAHI.com. Now, where is that $3 gift card he said he'd leave me for saying nice things about him? Man, that guy's a cheapskate.
And here's your KAHI News for Thursday, June 18th. I'm Chris Quant. Fire officials suspend residential burn permits in most California counties. This is from the Sacramento Bee. As hot, dry summer weather settles across California and fire danger rises, CAL FIRE has suspended residential burn permits in 42 counties to reduce the risk of human-caused wildfires. The suspension applies to counties that include Alpine, Amador, Butte, Calaveras, Colusa, Del Norte, El Dorado, Glen, Humboldt, Inyo, Lake, Lassen, Madera, Mariposa, Mendocino, Merced, Modoc, Mono, Monterey, Napa, Nevada, Placer, Plumas, Riverside, Sacramento, San Benito, San Bernardino, San Diego, San Joaquin, San Luis Obispos, Shasta, Sierra, Siskiyou, Solano, Sonoma, Stanislaus, the eastern part of the county, Tehama, Trinity, Tulare, Tuolumne, Yolo, and Yuba. Although residents cannot burn landscape debris under the suspension, Brent Pascula, a CAL FIRE battalion chief, said they should continue removing dead or dying vegetation. Dry grasses and brush combined with hot, dry weather create ideal conditions for wildfires to spread rapidly. Residents also should maintain at least 100 feet of defensible space around their homes by clearing flammable vegetation and using safer landscaping practices, according to CAL FIRE. Alternative disposal methods, such as chipping or hauling landscape debris to a green waste facility, can help reduce fire risk without open burning. Today's daily news feature comes from the Rancho Cordova Grapevine Independent. The Rancho Cordova Sports Hall of Fame has announced its class of 2026 inductees, honoring outstanding athletes, coaches, and community leaders who have made significant contributions to local sports. The 11th annual induction ceremony will be held in September at Rancho Cordova City Hall. This year's class includes members of the 1978-79 Cordova High School basketball team, standout football players, All-American swimmers, a respected youth sports coach, a Negro League baseball player, and a record-setting soccer star. Tickets for the event are $35 and include a reception and awards program. For more information about the inductees, visit the Grapevine Independent, which will be providing weekly coverage of this year's Hall of Fame inductees. Tickets for the event can be purchased via the Cordova Community Council. This news story, along with other local news, can be read in the Rancho Cordova Grapevine Independent online or in a copy at your local newsstand. Back with more news after this.
You look nice. How was work?
Well, it was fourth period civics. The kids were giving me the third degree. Was a UFO seen hovering over Washington, D.C.? Was a fisherman attacked by a 320-pound shrimp? They'd been bitten by the fake news bug, all right, and it was holding on like a driver's ed student to a steering wheel. How was I going to get a bunch of wide-eyed kids to wise up about what they see on the internet? Then it hit me, like a dodgeball on field day. The name of the game was News Snoops. Each student got an article and 2 minutes to decide if it was credible or a fake. They were able to use fact-checking sites to get the cold, hard truth. Now the little hotshots are even teaching their gullible grannies a thing or two about phony news. But how was your day?
Pretty good. I got a new title today. Office Birthday Party Planner.
Oh, fun.
Teachers just have better work stories. If you want a creative, collaborative job worth talking about, head to teach.org. Brought to you by teach.org.
Listen to the Garden Goddesses Saturday morning at 8 a.m. here on the Voice of the Foothills.
If you want to be kept in the plant know, join us on our radio show. The Garden Goddesses, Saturday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. on the one and only KAHI Radio, AM 950, FM 104.5, the Voice of the Foothills. Call in to win a prize from Green Acres Nursery and Supply.
This is Stephen Hill. Catch Hearts of Space, Sunday nights at 8, here on the all-new FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI. The same voice of the foothills, more powerful than ever.
Continuing now with your KAHI News from the Morning Brew, Trump scuttles quick confirmation of his national intelligence pick. The Senate was scheduled to hold a confirmation hearing yesterday for former Securities and Exchange Commission head Jay Clayton. But President Trump, who nominated Clayton after his interim choice for the role, Bill Pulte, proved controversial, pulled the plug on that hours before it was slated to happen. In a Truth Social post, Trump said there'd be no hearing until Clayton's replacement as a prosecutor was confirmed. Clayton's nomination had paved the way for the renewal of the FISA surveillance powers, which Democrats and some Republicans objected to, with Pulte in the role. But Trump's post said he wouldn't sign off on the FISA extension unless lawmakers also approved an unrelated voting bill he wants passed. Luigi Mangione to use psychiatric defense at state murder trial. Mangione's attorneys plan to claim he was suffering from extreme emotional disturbance when he fatally shot United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson on the street in New York City in December 2024. Even if a jury accepts that defense, which is not the same as an insanity defense, it wouldn't keep Mangione out of prison, though it could mean he would serve 25 years rather than a life sentence if he's found guilty. The state trial is scheduled to begin on September 8th, and Mangione is also facing a federal trial where this defense is not available. And from the Morning Brew, here's what else is brewing. Apple plans to raise its prices due to the rise in memory chip costs. CEO Tim Cook told the Wall Street Journal in an exclusive interview, calling price hikes, quote, unavoidable, unquote. Japan raided the facilities of 6 ice cream makers, including Menji and Loti, on suspicion of fixing the prices of their frosty treats. Jersey Mike's dethroned Chick-fil-A from its 11-year run as the top-rated quick-service restaurant, according to the American Customer Satisfaction Index. Qantas will begin flying directly between London and Sydney next year using special Airbus A350 and 1000 planes that can handle the 21-hour journey without stopping. And Caitlin Clark unveiled her first signature Nike sneaker. And finally, also from the Morning Brew, today's word of the day is scuttles, meaning deliberately causing a plan to fail. Scuttles. And that's your KAHI News for this Thursday, June 18th. I'm Chris Quant. Back with 3 headlines and a lie after this.
At Naturewood's Memorial Day sale, you choose the offer. It's like 2 sales in one. Take 10% off regular price or get 24 months of free financing with deferred payments on approved credit. Choose from living rooms, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, home offices, and so much more. Shop and save big on the best selection of quality furniture, including Sacramento's largest selection of furniture made in the USA. Naturewood. You know, the building with the water wheel. Tell them Brooklyn Nova and Orion sent you.
San Francisco Giants baseball is on the voice of the foothills, KAHI, AM and FM.
And this is hit high and deep and out of here.
Into the bleachers, a 2-run homer, 4-0 Giants. The throw to first, it's high, pulling the first baseman off the bag, and there's nobody at the plate. Jung-Hoo Lee very alertly sprints home to score the run.
2 minutes to the top of the hour, and actually now about a minute and a half, so we got to make this quick before we get into the top of the hour here. 3 headlines and a lie. We'll repeat it again, and maybe we'll play it with Mary Jane Pop. We'll do the answer when she calls in here, but here we go. Here's our headlines that we need to pick out which one is the fake one today. First one, mystery potato hovering over Colorado is reported in latest UFO files. Number 2, are Scottish soccer fans drinking all of the beer in Boston? Yeah, if you're paying attention, you know what that one is. Number 3, vultures are stinking up this North Carolina town. Locals want justice. And number 4, the startup promising to recycle old towels has just been throwing them away. So there we go. Headlines are, mystery potato hovering over Colorado is reported in latest UFO files. Are Scottish soccer fans drinking all of the beer in Boston? Vultures are stinking up this North Carolina town. Locals want justice. And finally, the startup promising to recycle old towels has just been throwing them away. So there's our headlines. One of them is fake news. The other are real. Your job is to sleuth out the fake headline. Pausing for station ID. Back with hour 3 right after this.
FM 104.5, K2A3CM, Auburn, and AM 950, KAHI, Auburn.
Wake up, it's Chris in the morning light. On KAHI, your day starts right. Foothill news and a smile or two with a dad joke fresh and the weather too. He's the voice of the hills, keeping it real. Local talk with hometown feel. So grab your coffee, don't hit snooze. Chris in the morning with your daily news. KAHI, the voice of
that's
the
peppy.
foothills.
Here we go, and good Thursday morning to you. It is June 18th, and it is right smack dab at the top of the hour. It is 8 a.m. here at FM 104.5, AM 950 KAHI. Come on, you know what it is. It is the voice of the foothills. Chris Quant with you here, holding it down in beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic, and very, very spacious Studio A, KAHI Studios, downtown Auburn. Staring through the Venetian blinds. Well, I don't know. Is it going to be cooler? Is it going to be warmer out there today? Folks are out on their walk this morning. So glad to see so many people out there enjoying the day. The dogs are getting... the dogs are finding relief on all of the planters out here in the in downtown Auburn as folks are getting up doing their daily routine. If you were paying attention or if you were listening in, paying attention. That sounds demeaning, Adam. No, we don't. No, everybody, if you were listening, if you happen to be listening, we've got a new dog, a couple of new dogs in the house. We were talking to my oldest, Jordan, he's in Japan, getting ready. He's packing all the things up, getting ready to come home. And I said, hey, by the way, there's going to be some different things here when you come home. One is, you knew about the one dog. By the way, there's another dog. And the phone just went silent. There's just absolute silence on the other end. We went, hello? Hello? Are you there? He's like, huh? A new dog. And I was like, all right, yeah, that was my reaction too. Mom said it was going to be a surprise. I thought it was going to be ice cream. Turns out it was a dog. He's like, uh-huh. And he basically, this is how I can tell he's my kid. All the knee-jerk objections that I had, all the things that immediately come to mind of like, I don't feel like you surprise somebody with a new dog. That seems like a big commitment. That seems like a lot to think about and commit to. He had the exact same talking points that I had, and we had not talked before this. And I said, listen, I'm going to pave the way on this one. I had those same objections, but she's a little sweetheart, and she's warmed up to, or we've warmed up to her, and so just a heads up. I think it's gonna be okay. So he's like, he still wasn't convinced. So I'm like, all right, well, just be prepared. When you get home, there's gonna be a new dog that's gonna be demanding your attention, plus the other dog that you're gonna share a room with your brother. So just a heads up. So I don't know. Maybe Jordan, he's thinking maybe is he gonna come back? I hope he comes back. We've been talking about how we're packing up all of his stuff and how he's going to get it all put away, and he's got arrows that he wants to bring because his elective in high school there was archery, and so he's got these arrows that he wants to bring back with him, and he's trying to determine, okay, what can I bring? What do I have to leave behind? I'm like, no, you don't want to leave any of that behind, and he asked us for requests, and I've seen through a few travel bloggers, and I've heard a couple of firsthand requests the pancakes that they sell at the 7-Eleven there. Apparently the 7-Elevens in Japan are next level. And you go there and you get all kinds of good stuff there. And I said, I want you to find these specific type of pancakes that I've heard people will basically stuff in their suitcase and luggage to bring these things home. So I was talking to him yesterday. I'm like, do you have the pancakes? Are the pancakes packed? Are they ready to go? And he's like, yes, Dad, I have the pancakes. They are ready to go. So I'm like, all right, fine. You can leave all the rest behind. Just bring the no. We want him. He's like, he's got some really nice winter clothes that he brought and got, and so he's all ready to go. So all right, we'll get him home here eventually, and we're excited to see him in just a few days. But we got to figure out how to get all that stuff home. I'll keep you updated on that. But hey, as we're getting started on this day, if today is your birthday, well then a happy stinking birthday to you. I got a couple of birthdays here. My buddy Luke. Happy birthday to you, sir. Hope you have a great day today. And to Rain, one of the KAHI crew here. Rain, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a fantastic day today. And since you were born today, you share a birthday with one E.W. Scripps, American publisher, founder E.W. Scripps Company, 1854. A bunch of 1942 babies born on this day, famous for thumbs up or thumbs down, 2 thumbs up if he really likes you. Robert Ebert, American journalist, critic, and screenwriter, 1942. Paul McCartney, 1942 as well. Just list him as an English singer-songwriter. Okay. 1942, Richard Perry, American record producer, and 1976, Blake Shelton, American singer-songwriter. So happy birthday to them, and happy birthday to you if today is your birthday. Again, hope you have a fantastic day today. Enjoy and celebrate. Hey, we need to find out what our weather's looking like today. For that, we're going to turn it over to meteorologist Tim Root. Timmy, how are we looking out there today?
Thursday weather forecast is calling for mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures will be warm, 83 to 89, and light southwest winds. Mid to upper 50s tonight, mostly clear skies and light winds will continue. There is a chance of a few rain showers Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the low 80s. And it'll be in the low 80s over the weekend with mostly sunny skies. This is meteorologist Tim Root from FM 104.5 and AM 950 KAHI.
Thank you, Tim. 6 minutes past the top of the hour, 8:06 a.m. Coming up in our next segment here, Mary Jane Pop is going to call in. No, it's not Friday. I know if you're looking at your calendar, like, wait, is it Friday yet? No. Off tomorrow, so we'll have Mary Jane Pop call in today. We'll see what she's got cooking up for her show this weekend. Stay tuned. We'll also do 3 headlines and a lie with her, so don't worry. We'll pay that off. We'll see what her opinion is on that. Stay tuned. More coming up right after this.
Thank you for being of service to you. 434-882-4217. That is the magical mystery phone number that gets you through to us, and then you share how the news of the day is impacting you where you are. That's all we ask. I will tell you what the news of the day is coming up here in just a moment or six, and then you tell us how it's impacting you. Here's a question. If there's enough time for a teacher at an elementary school to commit 11 acts so far, adjudicated acts of sexual abuse, and I've been told it's not fair to impugn the reputation of the educators that run the school division. But at what point does the adage, if it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, start to become applicable? Yes, we have a society that's guilty and innocent until proven guilty, but if you're administrating an organization where somebody has had the time to commit 11 sexual acts, and I will guarantee you, the same people that are in my face about pointing this out about a local Charlottesville area school district will be the first ones online to protest a Catholic priest who's caught doing the same thing or even less frequently. As soon as the Catholics cover up, this is a cover up, and we're going to get into it with a kid from the school division who's now heading up a Tea Party Turning Point USA organization in our area, but he's terrific, future leader of America without question. I don't want to put any onus on him you better live up to what the guy on the radio said about you, Noah. But the school division, the teacher gets arrested, sexual assault allegations. 10 more parents come out and say, yeah. And, of course, there's an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about ongoing investigations, and it's a personnel matter. And all the excuses they do to circle the wagons to cover up for the cover-up, which is going to be the story in this. But first, let's get into the deal. 14-point memorandum of understanding signed early this morning between the U.S. and Iran. According to Agence France, the 60-day negotiating window has begun. The agreement described by U.S. officials as a preliminary framework, but it does say no nukes and a joint authority running the Strait of Hormuz. No more of this. Our country says you can't use it. However, the Times of Israel, not happy with what's happened. The opinion maker there, David Horowitz, says that Donald Trump's deal with Iran is a catastrophic capitulation to Iran's aggressors. Plurality of American voters, according to Rasmussen, are against Iran and the war, and they consider it a failure. 48% say successful, 44% successful, 48% unsuccessful, according to Rasmussen. President Trump has invoked the Defense Production Act to address constraints in the manufacture of replacement armaments for those that we've had to use in this operation in Iran. Federal prosecutors charged a San Diego nonprofit operator with conspiring to support Hamas terrorists through fundraising campaigns that collected more than $600,000. Redan Mazen Rita Sabasi directed the money to Hamas through using Bitcoin. Georgia's not going to be redrawing their congressional maps next year. The Republican legislative leaders said no to Governor Kemp and his request to redraw the districts for the 2028 cycle. And relatives of women who were murdered by New York's Gilgo Beach serial killer spoke out at his sentencing hearing. Rex Hoyerman was sentenced to life in prison for his actions. 1 million years isn't enough, said Jasmine Robinson, a cousin of one of the victims. And the Obama Presidential Center is supposed to open tomorrow on Juneteenth. But several subcontractors involved in the project say they haven't been paid yet. No subcontractor or small business in general can survive, Owens said. But now you have our first things, and now we can discuss Noah Coffin, Turning Point USA, coming up next.
Hi, this is Bud Foster, co-host of Foster and Friends and former Virginia Tech football coach. When I brought the famed lunch pail to our team, it symbolized teamwork. The word win stood for what's important now. The Lunch Pail Defense Foundation realizes the importance of helping others. Our foundation is a nonprofit corporation that helps fund academic scholarship for eligible high school students. Since 2009, the Lunch Pail Defense Foundation has raised nearly $400,000 and awarded over 40 individual scholarships. We also support an organ transplant program in conjunction with Duke University Medical Center. For information regarding corporate sponsorship or becoming an individual supporter, log on to our site at lunchpaildefense.com. It's always been important to win, especially when we're helping others.
For veterans concerned about their alcohol or drug use, seeking help can be the first step toward recovery. Dr. Joseph Liberto, National Mental Health Director for Substance Use Disorders with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, has more.
May is Mental Health Month, and VA is committed to letting every veteran know that help is available. Substance use disorder can harm your physical and mental health, but it can be treated. There are thousands of veterans in recovery.
VA's Today I Am campaign highlights real stories from veterans describing how treatment, support, and resources help them improve their mental health and their lives.
VA has programs to treat substance use disorder at facilities throughout the country. We also offer telehealth services. A better, fuller life is possible. Today, you can start on a path toward recovery.
To learn more, visit maketheconnection.net/MHM.
And good Thursday morning to you. It is June 18th. It is 14 minutes past the top of the hour, 8:14 a.m. And hey, good morning to you, Auburn. Currently 65 degrees right now, looking for a high today of 83 degrees. Well, now, if you're looking at your calendars going like, wait a minute, it's not Friday. No, it's not Friday. It's Thursday, but they're going to be out tomorrow and then going to be out a good part of next week. So just a quick heads up there. So we had, I said, Mary Jane, could I implore you, please, to switch days and come on a day early? And she was gracious enough to do it. Mary Jane, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Where am I? What day is this?
Isn't it so funny when your normal routine gets thrown off a little bit?
You do it to me, man. I got up this morning and went, wait a minute, what day is this?
I know, a little disorienting, but I appreciate you calling in here.
Oh, sure.
A little bit early. Now, Mary Jane, one of the things that we do on Thursdays, it's called 3 Headlines and a Lie. So there's 4 headlines, 3 of them absolutely true, 1 of them absolutely fake news. So we ask our listeners to put on their fedoras, put on their best gumshoe trench coats here, and see if we can sleuth out which one is the fake headline. Can I enlist you to help us try and identify the fake headline today?
Sure, I'll play Columbo and say one more question.
There we
Okay, go ahead.
I love it. Okay, here's our headlines. First one, mystery potato hovering over Colorado is reported in latest UFO files. That's headline number 1 there. We'll tuck that one away. Number 2, are Scottish soccer fans drinking all of the beer in Boston? All right, that's headline number 2. Headline number 3, vultures are stinking up this North Carolina town. Locals want justice. And headline number 4, the startup promising to recycle old towels has just been throwing them away. So, Mary Jane, I'm going to read them again. See if you can narrow it down to 2 here, but here they are one more time. First off, mystery potato hovering over Colorado is reported in latest UFO files. Headline 2, are Scottish soccer fans drinking all of the beer in Boston? Headline number 3, vultures are stinking up this North Carolina town. Locals want justice. And headline number 4, the startup promising to recycle old towels has just been throwing them away. So there's our 4 headlines. Again, 3 are true, one of them absolutely fake news. Now, Mary Jane, I did do the story earlier so that you can be on a level playing field with everybody. I did do the one where Scottish soccer fans are drinking all of the beer in Boston. That actually is true.
Yeah, I had no doubt of that at all.
The bars were in one of the places. The door on the refrigerator actually fell off the hinges. They were opening and closing the door so much on the refrigerator. Actually,
okay. So I got to pick one out of the 3.
Yeah,
is that correct?
Yeah. So
they're all they're all fake. That word is being used in this country so much. Oh, fake news. Fake news. So they're all fake.
I know. Yeah.
No. Okay. I got to pick one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the 3 that we have left, do you have it? Are there 2 narrowed down to 2 that your gut's kind of telling you could be? I don't know about that.
Okay. I would think the 2 that I would pick would be. I'll probably be wrong, but it doesn't matter because this is fun, right?
Yeah.
I think that the vultures and the startup. Those are the 2. And let's eliminate a potato.
Okay. All right. So we've got it down to 2. Don't worry about it. I am always wrong on these things. So, all right. So out of those 2, let's
You're
go.
You're going to make me try and feel better, right?
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Okay.
out of the final 2. All right. What's our final guess there, Mary Jane? Let's get it down to 1 now.
The vultures.
The vultures. You zigged when you should have zagged, and I did the same thing. I thought it was the vultures as well. You and I are on the same wavelength. It's the startup promising to recycle old towels. They've just been throwing them away. That was the made up one, and I'm kind of glad.
Yeah,
because
but see, they didn't explain what kind of towels. Were they cotton towels?
Well, I
Were
know.
they paper towels? Or what kind? See, I started asking. That's my problem. I could never take multiple.
Right.
We have a test and you have multiple answers. Because I'd go, it's got to be that one. Well, now, wait a minute.
Well, hang on
Maybe
a second.
they meant this and that one. You cannot analyze it, and that's what I do. I analyze things, and I get in trouble all the time.
Right,
All the
yeah.
time.
It's kind of just the knee. I know, this is the same thing. It's the knee-jerk thing that all of a sudden, now if I think about it, actually, yeah, what kind of towels were... I'm glad that was the fake news. It kind of bummed me out a little bit if that was going to be true of all this waste going on. So glad that's the fake one. Mary Jane, how are you doing this morning? I've got the rim shot ready, by the way, if you've got it.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in France?
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
There was nothing left but debris.
There it is. Hey.
You got to think about that for a second.
Yeah,
right?
I like it. Quick fun fact for you. We learned this yesterday. The most stolen food in the world, Mary Jane? Cheese. And now you know.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
The most stolen food in the world is cheese.
No. No, that can't be right. It's got to be chocolate.
I thought that too. Okay, I thought that as well, but no, it's apparently cheese. But I'll go with chocolate.
No understanding the mentality of people.
It's a cheesy fun fact.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
It's gotta be chocolate. Okay, one more, real quickie. Where should you go in the room if you're feeling cold?
Where should you go in the room if you're feeling cold? I don't know.
The corner. They're usually 90 degrees.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's nice. I was trying to think of like a hot corner. Like I was trying to put it together. No, it's usually 90 degrees. There we go. And extra points for it being a math joke as well. There we go.
Yeah.
Especially on a Thursday morning. Oh, that's fantastic. Hey, Mary Jane, if folks haven't heard yet, one of the things we keep wanting to say is that, and a special shout out today because you and Rain are going to be doing the 4th of July parade. You're going to be calling the 4th of July parade. And today is Rain's birthday, by the way. So shout out Rain.
I honestly didn't know that. Rain. Happy birthday.
There we go.
To you. Happy birthday.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, we'll do it Marilyn Monroe.
I was going to say, there's that picture of you with Marilyn Monroe. I love it.
Oh, happy birthday, Ray.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Good guy.
Great guy. And so you two are going to be calling the 4th of July parade. So for folks that don't know, we're going to be out there. It's going to be live here on KAHI on the FM and AM stations. And then also streaming, we'll have the video as well on KAHI.com.
Yeah, I'm going to video the parade and all the festivities that are going on and just have a ball. And I told Wayne he's got to dress up. I don't know if he's not the kind of person that would be as crazy as I am.
I would like to see that, though.
I'm gonna, we're going to all gussy up for the 4th of July. It's the 250th anniversary. Good heavens. We got to gussy up a little bit, and we're also going to have a booth. I think it's going to be right in front of the station. Look for it.
Oh, great.
Because we're going to have a great big wheel, and we're going to be giving away some stuff that people do not want to miss. I'm serious.
Oh, fantastic.
We have some fun. Yeah, I just talked to a few people yesterday. Oh, great. That would be great. And some fun things like Richard Huntley. He's a master gardener. I used to have him on the new news all the time. Terrific personality.
Yeah.
And he'll be in the parade. And I said, wave to us so I can yell, hi, Richard. And then also, he's going to come over. He's going to bring over. He does he used to bring all kinds of cute little succulents in cute, like in cups and everything. He's a good decorator, designer, that kind of stuff. He's going to bring some of those over to be given away, too, in addition to some other really good stuff. So, anyway, just want to remind everybody, do not forget to come out for the 4th of July parade. It is the 250th anniversary. I mean, my gosh, I can't believe it. I mean, I was around for the 200th, celebrating that. And when I came to the station, it was the 50th anniversary for the station, which was 2007. Next year, it's going to be 70 years of the station. And thank heavens, we pulled together the right people, Ken and Rain and you and myself and all this. And the station's not going anyplace. So it's like, we're happy.
I love that. I absolutely.
We're going to keep that.
Boy, what a legacy. 70 years, Mary J? Good gracious me, oh
70 years.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And still kicking.
Still kicking. Still moving. You're not going to keep us down. And isn't it? It really is a unicorn. I feel like in this day and age with these big media empires, if you will, and these smaller stations getting basically sucked up here by the bigger ones. Love that it can still be this independent station here for Auburn and the surrounding foothills area. So hats off. Appreciate all that you and Ken are doing for the station.
And we'll be covering it like an umbrella, on July 4th.
Yeah.
We'll be out there with cameras and, on the air live and streaming. And, and then we'll have that available for people to see who can't make it for some reason. People might be ill or whatever. Yeah. They'll be able to see it later on, too.
Yeah,
but we want to be an active part of the community and pull people together and just say, hey, we're out to celebrate the 250th anniversary. And by golly, we're here to stay.
Here we are. Absolutely. Oh, I love it. Mary Jane, that's so good. And then we've got I mentioned it earlier, we've got Hillman football that's coming back this year, and we've already got some sponsors lined up for that as well. And so we're absolutely excited about that. So folks, stay tuned for that as well. Actually, Ken was saying anybody who is a sports ball announcer, they can go ahead and email in, and we're looking for some announcers too. So if that's your jam, let us know.
Since you mentioned the word sponsor, I'm sure people understand when we do something like what we're going to be doing, cameras and getting personnel out there and doing the parade and everything on the 4th of July. Hey, folks, we might need just a little bit of extra help here as a sponsor for the 4th of July. And it's going to be a full day. It's not going to be just the parade. It's going to be the booth that we're going to have and give away and all that kind of thing. So if you see it in your heart, in there someplace, to help us out a little bit, that would be much appreciated. So just give us a call at the station or email us. It would be much appreciated because a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
We get a few people together and do a sponsorship. That would be terrific.
Yeah,
okay?
that'd be awesome. Thank you. Thanks for saying that, Mary Jane. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, kind of rallying around and being able to, like you said, bring this stuff on the air and like you said, for folks that might not be able to make it out, especially on the 4th of July, we can bring that to them where they're at. So the power of media, the visuals and the audio. So love that. So yeah, just shoot us an email here live at KAHI.com. Let us know. We'll check that for you. And would love the sponsorship there. So, all right, Mary Jane, before we get into it. Let's take a quick break here. I want to hear all of the ingredients that you're putting together for the show this weekend. So
it's going to be tasty.
I can't wait. There's a certain spice every week that comes into it, and I am super looking forward to that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of Mary Jane Pop right after.
Did you ever wonder where we get a word like muckety-muck? How about the whole kit and caboodle? I'm Martha Barnett, along with Grant Barrett.
Each week on Away with Words, we try to solve linguistic mysteries.
And we invite you to call us with your questions about language. We want to hear from you about words and phrases, regional dialects, grammar, or maybe that weird family expression you grew up with.
So join us on Away with Words, Saturdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. here on the Voice of the Foothills, AM 950 KAHI.
Looking for great style, friendly service, and prices you'll love? Discover McCullough's Department Store right here in Auburn. From men's and women's fashions to shoes, gifts, home decor, and accessories, McCullough's has everything you need for every season and every occasion. Skip the crowds and enjoy the personal attention that only a locally owned department store can provide. Visit McCullough's Department Store in the Auburn Town Center right off of Elm. It will become your favorite place to shop. McCullough's.
27 minutes past the top of the hour, 8:27 a.m. Hey, good morning to you, Forest Hill. Currently 72 degrees right now, looking for a high today of 81 degrees. Well, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Mary Jane Pop, and if you're looking at the calendar saying, wait, no, it's not Friday yet, well, you're absolutely right. No, it's not Friday. Move things up here earlier. Just going to be out tomorrow and then out for a few days next week. Mary Jane, super excited to see what we've got cooking for this weekend's show.
Well, I'll go through it really fast because I know we've got a shorter amount of time because we got off on several other tangents.
Oh, you know we always do.
Yeah. But it's great.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about, we always say it's a dog-eat-dog world. You know, people are climbing up on their careers and all this kind of thing. Well, it doesn't have to be. We're going to be talking about you can lead and you can climb with a heart. And we're going to tell you how. And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, in your career, I said I never want to step on anybody going up because you know what? Eventually, you're going to come back down, and guess what? Those people are still going to be there.
Who are you going to see?
Be happy.
Who are you going to see on the way back down? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And Dr. Susan Smith-Jones is going to be with us. She wants us to talk about the wonders of wellness, and she's got a way to achieve those wonders in the letters of the word wonders. 7 steps. Okay. 7 steps. And we can always use that because I don't know about you, but I get off tangent. My diet kind of stinks. I do the best I can.
Oh.
And we're all, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say Now, nothing emergency. I had to go to urgent care earlier this week. I had a thing where our dog, our German Shepherd Husky mix, we have a 50-foot lead out in the yard for her so she doesn't go wandering off, or we've got some shorter fences so she doesn't jump the fence. Here's a pro tip, Mary Jane. When you're throwing the ball for the dog and the dog's next to you, make sure the lead isn't wrapped around your ankle and then she takes off running. No. Oh, boy. I got to tell you. Oh, boy. It took some skin off all around my ankle there and started getting a little swollen and a little red. And I thought, I called the advice line and they're like, you should probably go in and have that checked out. So I went. You never know. That thing's infected. Yeah, exactly. That thing's outside, and who knows? That's been sitting in the grass and the dirt. And so it just made me thankful, Mary Jane. Of I know, like we're talking about wellness, but just having the access to medical attention and help. Because I was thinking, my gosh, what if you were out on a farm somewhere or out in some rural spot and you didn't have this option? Like, good gracious, glad.
Even worse than that, what if we do during the pioneer days?
Well, that's what. So I was thinking,
they didn't have urgent care or anything.
Hope it works out. Hope your body does what it's supposed to do. So just grateful for our medical system, but then also taking care of ourselves. Take care of yourself. Don't have a thing wrapped around your ankle, Mary Jane.
I'm not going to say it, you silly boy.
I know, thank you. No, as soon as it happened, I threw the ball and she started running. I said, oh no, this is not good. I did not think this through. So, anyway.
And it's not funny. Are you okay? I mean, you hobbling?
Oh, I'm
Or is it
hobbling.
okay?
Oh, I'm hobbling. It's fine. They put me on antibiotics just in case. But my wife same thing. She's just like, well, now you know.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's funny, but it's not funny.
I
It's
know.
funny
Oh, I'm laughing.
when you get okay and you know you didn't break it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it still hurts.
It just hurts like a son of a gun. It just reminds you when you're a kid and you'd fall down and you'd skin your knee on the asphalt there.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
the same thing. It's just like, well, it just burns for a while. So anyway,
Well,
sorry.
just take it easy.
Yeah,
take it
yeah,
easy, okay?
Just been hopping
We
around.
we need you, Chris. Don't
Well, I got-
lead up with your foot, hanging in a casket.
I know, no. I got antibiotics, so we're good. We'll call it good. So anyway, so we've got that important. Yeah, be well, people. Be well. Take care of yourselves.
Now, this also came across my desk. It's kind of like in the medical field. There's a bill, which I'm going to find out because I don't know that much about it, AB 1990, that it's a bill to limit access to compounds in California. And a lot of people use compounds. I'm one of them. I don't know if it's for the same one, but there's a group that's fighting it saying, wait a minute, people need this. It could be for weight loss. It could be for any other kinds of things. And compounding is kind of rare. I mean, not rare, but you can't get it at every pharmacy. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Because it's a hand done. So I want to find out a little bit more about that and find out why. Why would you want to limit? And they're not limiting like people these are licensed pharmacies.
Okay.
They're not going to have something fake. And they say, well, we don't want it to be, done by people who are going to be notoriously bad.
Right.
But any drug can be duplicated and bad on the street, but you're not going to stop people from getting it from a legitimate pharmacy. So we'll talk about that and find out why. And I get the other side and say, why?
Yeah.
You know me, I'm always asking why.
Yeah.
I want to know why.
Yeah, absolutely.
and the last
What's that
thing-
bill again, Mary Jane? What's that bill again?
AB 1990.
1990. Okay.
And it's the compound that they're talking about is GLP-1S in California. And I guess it's fairly popular. I'll find out. Fairly popular. So, all of a sudden people are going to be said, oh, you can't have that anymore. And that's not right. I mean, people need things. Let's provide more, not less.
Right.
That's how I feel. But anyway. Okay, last one. This one I've had on before, but I think it needs to be done now especially. Dr. Dravon, she said forgiveness is the pathway to happiness. And that's hard. That ain't easy. I mean, some people do something to you years ago, and it still sticks. So you don't get to forgive. But she says if you forgive, believe me, it will make a change. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do, but she's going to give us ways to do it. That'll make it a lot easier. And we need that because there's too much, animosity and I'm going to hurt you. And we can't do that. We've got to pull together and be together. That's important, don't you think?
I think so, and that resentment, and I get it. It's hard. It's a human condition, and it's easier to say than do. But that resentment, it's not damaging the other person. They don't even know. It's the one that is damaging is you. You're the one that's carrying that. It was oh my gosh, I'm gonna get the quote wrong, but it basically forgiveness is like a crushed lily underneath the heel. The fragrance that is emitted, even though it's being crushed, it's this sweet fragrance. The forgiveness of like, I know you're crushing me, but I'm still going to choose to have a sweet fragrance in the midst of all of that, under that pressure. It was a beautiful saying. So you're absolutely right. Oh, I can't wait to hear that. Fantastic.
Okay. So I know you're running short on time, so okie dokie, fine. I got it with Mark Twain.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes.
And I love this one. But we'll mention the show. The show is going to be on Saturday, 5 to 7 a.m., Sunday evening, 9 to 11 p.m., and now Monday through Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. So I'm all over the place,
Yeah.
But it's
Love
fun.
it.
It's fun.
Love it.
It's just like loving, being on your show and so we can talk about life.
Oh, we have so much
We
fun.
all need to share a little bit more of life and caring, forgiving, and leading with heart. You know, all those things need to be done now because there's so much animosity in the world, not only, here in the world.
Yeah.
You got to stop it because it's not healthy for you either.
Absolutely.
If you're going to be selfish about it. Not good for you.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well, that's fantastic. Well, Mary Jane, I am. Did we do the quote? Did we say the quote? What's
No.
the? Okay, yeah. I was going to say. Wait a minute.
It's a quickie.
Where's the
quickie.
quote?
You ready?
Yeah.
Reality can be beaten with enough imagination.
Oh, good. I love that.
Isn't that nice?
One more time.
Okay. Reality can be beaten with enough imagination.
Oh gosh,
I love that. Imagine a better world.
Exactly.
What the heck?
Exactly.
Oh.
I got one for you. From having a birthday today, Roger Ebert made a career out of thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He said to make others less happy is a crime. To make ourselves unhappy is where all crime starts.
Oh gosh. Because wasn't it misery loves company?
Exactly. And then that just then flows on to other people. Also, he shares a birthday with Paul McCartney. You might have heard of him. Paul McCartney still says, I still believe that love is all you need. I don't know a better message than that. So there we go, Mary Jane. Couple of birthday quotes from the birthday boys there. So, Mary Jane, as always, thank you so much. We'll miss chatting with you. Well, I guess we took care of that today, but our regular Fridays, and then I will be out next Monday through Thursday. But then I will be back in on Friday, so we can just pick up right where we left off.
So you're going to confuse me. Next week
I
it's
know.
going to be Friday, huh? I'm just kidding.
I'm switching
I'm
it up on
looking
you.
forward to it. Stay safe, and I hope your ankle gets better.
Oh, it will. I'll hobble right along. All right. Thanks, Mary Jane. We're going to pause. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up right after this.
Catch Sinatra and Friends Saturdays and Sundays right here on 104.5 FM and AM 950 KAHI. Join Frank and his friends, Sammy, Dean, Tony Bennett, and more, performing songs from the Great American Songbook. Sinatra and Friends Weekends, brought to you by Naturewood Home Furnishings on Folsom Boulevard in Rancho Cordova. Right here on the Voice of the Foothills, 104.5 FM, AM 950, and streaming all over the world at KAHI.com.
Hey there, KAHI listeners. Producer Adam here to remind you that Chris in the Morning really is the best way to start your day. And he's not paying me to say this at all. Wink. And yes, he really is holding it down in beautiful Studio A in the KAHI Worldwide Headquarters Studios, Monday through Fridays, 6 to 9 a.m. Chris in the Morning here on FM 104.5, AM 950, and streaming all over the world at KAHI.com. Now, where is that $3 gift card he said he'd leave me for saying nice things about him? Man, that guy's a cheapskate.
So, first day of school, last day of your lives.
Bang, bang! You're dead! Today is the day.
The day my massacre begins.
I want to go down as the best school shooter in history.
These are all real threats made by school shooters, but everyone thought they were joking. Sandy Hook Promise reminds you to always take threats of violence seriously. Learn the warning signs at sandyhookpromise.org.
21 minutes to the top of the hour. It is 8:39 a.m. Well, gang, we went a little bit later today, but that's okay. Always love talking to Mary J. We always go down whatever tributaries, or we just meander all down the river of life here. So super excited to hear what she's got cooking up for her show this weekend. As a reminder, I'll be out tomorrow and then Monday through Thursday on a business trip there. So sometimes, I got to hop on a plane and head out and do the things. But can't wait to be back here. We'll be back next Friday. So, boy, that seems like a long ways away, but it'll be here before we know it. And until we see each other again, as always, remember to be kind, be honest, be yourself, and remember, you can't hate somebody if you're hugging them. And again, if today is your birthday, and a special birthday shout out to my buddy Luke Happy birthday to you, my friend. Also, one of the KAHI crew, Rain. Rain, happy stinking birthday, my friend. Hope you have a fantastic day today. I will see you again here coming up on Friday. Seems like a long way away, but we'll be here before we know it. We're going to head back now to JT in the Morning here on FM 104.5, AM 950 KAHI. You know what it is, the voice of the foothills. Bye.
Is accountability. Look, if they come back empty-handed, not only with lack of policy changes, but lack of transparency in the investigation once it's closed, I don't foresee many of them getting back into office, which is shocking considering that these bureaucrats have been sitting in their high, pristine chairs for a long time. But look, I think the community has had enough, especially when it comes to our kids. And I think this is a wake-up call for some parents who have turned a blind eye to the ways of the administration, which is very unfortunate that this is what it took, this horrible situation. But I really hope that the community can come together and we see change in our administration.
Well, I appreciate you guys holding their feet to the fire. How is the next generation of Turning Point USA at your high school shaping up? I know it's got to be, that melancholy kind of feeling. It's certainly tinged with excitement to head off to an amazing school like Liberty University, but leaving behind all the high school stuff and friends there. How is the Turning Point chapter there? And have you guys helped mentor other high school kids? I think it was USA Today had a piece on how all these high schools were starting Turning Point USA chapters, and I happened to think about you guys and your chapter.
Yes, you're spot on. We've seen an incredible rise of chapters across the country, with Turning Point reaching now over 5,000 chapters across college and high school campuses. Look at our high school. We've had one of the best leadership teams I could ask for. They are the next leaders. They are the future of America, and I could not be more blessed for them. I have no doubt in my mind that they are going to do great things. I have my full confidence in our team, and they are the best people that I could ask to take this over.
Have you already applied to join the Turning Point USA chapter at Liberty?
I have, yes, sir. I'll be taking over as one of the leaders on the executive board next year. And
wow.
I'm so thrilled to go work with that wonderful team of people.
You don't waste any time. Noah Coffin, this is why I say he'll be the first 22-year-old governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia. But I appreciate it. I know the country is in good hands with young folks like yourself coming up and the whole movement. And it's so good to see that through all their efforts to throw mud on Turning Point USA, even from within, Candace, you guys have grown and are continuing to be a force. So thank you for from the baby boomers. I hate that phrase because I'm too young to be a baby boomer. But they say my birth year fits in the package. It's good for us to know that the country is in good hands, my friend. Noah, you have a great morning, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas. I appreciate it.
Turning Point USA still going on, and but this story is just it's frightening on a lot of levels. Your reaction to it, we can get back into the 14